shout out loud and proud and other such things. You 80s synth rock opening. I wish. Just gotta commission someone to do openings. That'll be cheap, right?
Yeah, music is famously cheap to commission.
If you want a classic Star Trek, opera sci-fi song, then sure. But you could always go with the Star Trek Enterprise solution. Just get a garage band.
It's true, you can.
I could do
You
CanCon.
can make at least one person on the server very happy.
Making exactly one person on the server exactly happy.
I'd be all right with it.
Some band out of Toronto.
Huh.
All right. Hello everyone, I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. This is the Electric Metropolis video game tour, and today we are doing another episode of Halanak Station, a Star Trek Adventures tale, using the Star Trek Adventures TTRPG system released by Modifius. The first edition of it, because we're not in second ed yet. Currently it's only in PDF early release form, and we may or may not change into that in the future, but that's a discussion for off stream. For now, it is Stardate 60763, and we're going to be focusing upon the valiant efforts of the USS Da Vinci. Captain, if you would present a log, please. Oh, and it's a 3-threat game.
Captain's log, stardate 60763. After conferring with the computer and the senior staff, we have analyzed data from across the sector, compared it to the records of Starfleet intelligence, the KDF, and House Telpox records from their time governing the Shackleton, to find 2 potential stations that are supporting the Typhon Pact. I've selected the one most likely to be dangerous and initiated QSD to arrive without warning, so that perhaps, even if they do not wish to tell us what they're doing out here, we may catch them in the act of doing it nonetheless. In log. I have a special token just for this episode.
You?
Oh, the name's wrong.
Right, here, let me fix it.
Still wrong. More wrong than it was before. You're going so far, you're about to flip back over.
There you go.
Okay, we're still wrong in just about every respect. This is a fleet captain, and they're not Andorian. Okay, we're almost there. Just a little further.
Oh my god.
What are you? Klingon?
The same
Klingon!
same virus that removed Klingon head bridges gives them to humans.
I had too much fun with that.
Yeah, so are we still in progress, or?
You are mere seconds away from dropping out of QSD. Just
Alright.
enough time to do. Everyone has enough time to do like one thing on their call.
Yeah, I'll say Ensign Mila, as soon as we come out of QSD, I want a systems-wide scan, starting with the starbase and any ships first. And Ensign Selak, I want to hail them as soon as we... I want to hail the station, or at least where it should be, as soon as we come out.
For each of those actions, I'll allow for difficulty 2 task to have it pre-prepped, so you're already in the midst of doing it as you're dropping out of queue. For the scan, it'll be a recent science. For the hail, it will be control engineering. Who wants to take what?
Well, I have a character in the scene, so I believe Thralic is the only one who can play an NPC. However, I have a reason science of 14, so can Carpenter take a crack at the scan?
Certainly could.
I want to move console.
Sure. I'll say I'll motion over to the ensign and say, let me handle this. I have some experience with Klingons. And yeah, all right. Recent science. You said difficulty. How much?
2.
2. Yeah, we can swing this. 14. We're not gonna have a focus.
Actually, before you click that, sorry, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
This is an advantage to have it. You're not doing the scan. You're prepping. Never mind. It's still diff 2. Yeah.
All right. 15. Have 3 threat, and we're gonna see what happens.
Ship's sensor science. It doesn't look like you're gonna have an advantage on the next scan roll.
Nope.
As it's hard for you to get the numbers dialed in while doing a QSD.
Carpenter sighs in awkward embarrassment because of this, and she says, carry on, Ensign. Perhaps I overestimated my ability, and does a walk of shame back to her seat.
All right. Control engineering difficulty 2 to prep for an immediate hail. I believe that would fall into Frolic's lap.
Yes, I'm
And probably
muted,
something
but there's a
Nadone
whole
would
bunch
do
of
rather, or Click would do
background
rather than
noise.
Selak.
Yeah, I'll click for that. I don't think Click has a focus for this unless fortifications.
No.
I don't know. The Klingon base is pretty fortified.
It is.
Yeah. All right. I'll give you a threat for both. All right, the lieutenants. They're in here somewhere. Ah, yes, found the lieutenants. There we go. 3 hits. I'm the ship.
Communications engineering.
I hit control instead of reason there, but they're the same score, so.
So the ship's decided to roll just one higher than would allow success today.
Well,
Let's see.
you gain a momentum at least. So you do have, you already have some of the channels that Klingons use, even the traditionalists use, already programmed in, so you can do a quick sweep of a hail rather than doing a wideband hail across all frequencies. Saves you time.
Sure. I'll have Haifa do a rally.
Okay.
And for some reason, it's like the third time today when I've tried to open my character sheet, I've instead opened Carpenter's. Because I forget that mine is a folder down.
You get your own special folder because you have so many for tokens.
Trait of Flag Captain.
Yeah. You get one free hit on your diff 0.
Trait of Calm Under Pressure, because we are going into a pressure cooker, trying to convey to the crew that they should be steady.
I'll take that, yeah.
All right. Trait of from the Da Vinci, maybe the trait of well-drilled crew. The crew's able to listen and get the benefit of a rally without like disrupting their normal tasks. Like they've heard a speech or two while going into a serious situation without like everybody dropping what they're doing and fumbling.
I'll take that, yeah. Certain level of multitasking that they've developed over.
All right.
Well, through drilling, more aptly.
And a focus in cultural studies as Haifa talks about, what Haifa knows and can convey what's to be expected when dealing with traditionalist Klingons. So there's like, it's not just this is going to be a tense situation, but you're prepared for it. This is going to be a tense situation because they believe this, but we know that our allies need us to be here for X, Y, and Z reason, because they're, to also lay out why we're on the side of the Chancellor's people, so people also feel like there's a good reason to be out here.
That makes sense to me.
All right, I'll spend that momentum.
Lots of getting. You're gonna get it back, that's for sure. Just on your.
That sounds like 7. Does the ship assist?
Communications command. Here. So that should be so far till the ship adds in its thing.
I was just double checking because I don't think I've used expansive department yet. Because the Da Vinci has a command of 6 because this is like space normally dedicated to like science and stations and medical bays has literally been like carved out to make like probably a secondary and tertiary command areas.
Yeah. Like a mobile command post. Be a way to look at the ship, I think. At this point. That much command.
And if I needed it, it has a reroll, but I don't need it. That's what I was trying to figure out. Expansive department gives a reroll.
So yeah, you have a full MIT of momentum plus 3 float. As you rally the crew together, everyone is focused on their job. As focused as they are, they hear you, and everyone just files away each of the new because it's almost like you're giving them. It sounds like you're giving them a briefing as the rally. It's like I'm not here to pump you up. I'm here to inform you on stuff you might not know that I'm telling you now. It's like just so you have context. They're very Starfleety. I'm giving you more information to help you do your job better, so you don't need to check in, sort of thing.
I think half and half. Half of it is these are the people we're going to be dealing with it, but the other half is right, kind of pumping up our alliance with Chancellor Martok and how good he is for the Klingon people, and what the danger that these people represent. So that people don't just feel like I'm out here on a dangerous Starfleet mission. It's I'm out here on a dangerous Starfleet mission, but there's a reason this kind of mission gives people back home hope, right? This is why we joined up, kind of mission.
I get you. Tons of momentum generated from this because everyone's just working extra hard and dedicated to the cause.
If I create a advantage, it's not going to immediately go away because we've seen changes it.
No.
Okay. Then maybe 2 for an advantage on Haifa that Haifa's like confidence of the crew or something like that. Like their positive response to this lets Haifa know that there's links that she can go to that normally would not be responsible for a Starfleet captain, but because I know how much the crew's behind me, I know that I can push that extra few inches, or if need be.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I think I'd just let the other one go away, because to do anything with it, we'd have to go down, and I'd kind of like to start this with a full table of momentum.
As the Da Vinci pops into existence, immediately the station shields pop on, its weapons power up, science reports and anomalous fields is emanating from the station that you're next to, and it opens fire.
So much for any attempt at peaceful resolution. I had this whole thought that like maybe this won't go instantly sideways if I introduce myself like a Klingon, like titles and everything, because they might respect that. But
Got all dressed up for nothing.
yeah, none of the Klingons are gonna get to appreciate my forehead.
Yeah, no, you're like the girl who gets all dressed up for prom only for her date to stand her up. You put in all this effort, and this is how they treat you.
One, 2, 4. I only need 2. Right, 2.
For what?
Oh, sorry, nope. I needed 1 more because you're in close range.
Yep, figured if they were shooting at us, it's gonna bring up that we're in close.
They open fire with their disruptor arrays, targeting your structure.
That would be difficulty 4 because they're targeting a system unless they have a talent.
They have a talent.
Okay.
Misses. 5. And they're going to spread this attack for all that's worth. Actually, it's going to be worth a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't have your shields up at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, of course we would.
Okay, just make it good. 1, 2,
yeah,
3,
I mean,
5,
we
6,
we knew this was going to be a hostile situation. We didn't come in with. I don't think we would come in with weapons up because we did want to resolve it peacefully.
Oh yeah, you were. I remember you were talking about if you wanted a red alert without weapons, and we discussed how that's just yellow alert. I remember this. So that's the first swing is 17 Damagaga. It's Klingon for damage.
So that
We can write a whole Klingon dictionary in a couple
1
years.
breach to structure and 1 random rolled.
Random roll is 18. Cheat sheet. Yes. 18 is weapons.
Okay.
And time to see if that structure hit. If structure impact hurt anybody important. Some of your crew get flung across the as the disruptor shots specifically targeted the bridge. Like they were trying to take you out in particular. The minute they saw your ship. Well, whoever the captain of your ship was, because how could they possibly know who you are? Because you literally popped into existence.
I was about to say, a good tactic normally on a ship with a command of 6, probably not a good strategy.
Oops.
Command is the only thing we have good redundancy on. We probably have a glut of commanders and lieutenant commanders as compared to normal in heads of departments and stuff.
Oh, that's wrong. There it is. Attack inflicts additional damage elsewhere on target if 1 or more effects are rolled. Inflicts 1 additional hit to a random system. Just half damage of initial hit rounded up. Plus 1 for every effect after. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Which is enough to... You already have no shields, and you already took... you're taking at least 5 damage. That is 2 more breaches. But they're random. They don't... The spread just hits wherever. Spread 1. is sensors, I believe. Sensors. Spread 2 is another structure hit.
All right. Sensors and structure.
More crew get injured as they get flung away from the whole ship rocks from the hit. Even the crewman here gets flung back into the railing and falls over. And immediately, because you have such a high con, someone immediately takes their seat, and a medical person's already grabbing that person, pulling them away to start treating them getting them to med bay.
High con. We have a con of 1.
Command. I mean, sorry. But that sudden surprise attack, you can gather that you're in combat now. As this person just, the moment you popped in, just unloaded, just powered on everything and just unloaded on you. And specifically was trying to take out the command staff, was like trying not to give you a chance to say anything. Turn goes to you, because I basically took, what I did was my normal action to do my thing plus shooting, so I basically, kept.
Okay. So, question.
Yeah.
If I take the opportunity to use the fact that they have 4-star shields to be down to deploy attack fighters, is that going to make this a fleet combat, or are we going to treat those like some kind of advantage or something? Because I have it listed on the Da Vinci's sheet that our stockpile, right, is from our extensive shuttle bays is almost entirely Federation attack fighters. We only have 2.
Currently, because as far as you're aware, you're only fighting the station. You are in a, they would be treated as an advantage, like a security detail, but it's a shuttle wing. That's how I treat it. Because presumably they'd be flying around trying to defend you or help shoot at the same target you're shooting at.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping the answer was.
Okay.
Don't suppose you have that NPC ready yet?
I have the stats for the NPC ready. I'm just still working on a name and art, but stats are good. So yeah, I can.
I'm trying
to.
Well, real
that.
quick, I'm trying to get to the Starship comic because I don't remember if they have it in the if boarding action is in the Starfleet book or that's only in the Klingon book.
It's only in the Klingon book. Second edit, I think they may have added it, but I don't know. I don't recall.
Is it something we're allowed to do? Or we're not allowed to do it because it's not really a Starfleet thing?
You can do it, but you need to get their shields down to try.
Yeah, we have a security officer with shield breaker. I didn't think that was going to be
too much of a sweat.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is probably that Haifa will go. I'm thinking, this is just to plan it out to see if y'all agree with me, that Haifa only has one direct, so I can't tell multiple people to do things. But my thought is to...
I have a direct. I have the talent that gives you a free direct even if you're not a part of a command staff.
Oh. But you can't take a. But yeah. So yeah, I could direct you to direct someone, but you don't then get to swift task and do something else because it's not your turn.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
So that we can't really chain it to double that.
Now you could spend your determination to
Yeah,
get one of the talents that gives you an extra direct if you wanted to.
Oh no, I need that to get an extra action.
Okay.
So I'd have to challenge something to do that. Because I've been using my milestones very heavily to convert the Da Vinci into the flagship that it is.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking first action is going to be a hailing action because the Starfleet thing to do is to give them a chance to not go down this path. The second thing I think I will do is probably swift task to deploy. I assume it's going to be an action to deploy the shuttles?
Correct.
Okay. And then determination to direct Arias to break their shields. And the and then we'd probably swift maybe to get our shields back or do something. We will probably not swift. We'll probably keep after that. Who knows what we'll do? But my thought is, our shields are already down. We could try to survive a little bit longer with them down, and take this as an opportunity for Carpenter to lead a boarding party if Carpenter was up for it.
Carpenter is up for it, but she is going to bring more security personnel and requisition a lot more gear than last time.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were coming into this, so it's probably just a matter of spending the momentum, and then we might have Nadodan try to beam y'all site to site, so you don't have to run down the transporter bay.
That sounds good to me.
Actually, that might be the thing, is if we keep you use your action to put together everything you need for the party, for the landing party, and then direct Nadodan to site you and the team.
We'll
get you over there.
Wouldn't that be two actions? Because first action would be getting everything I need, and then second action,
Swift
organizing the away team. Okay. All right.
Swift task to direct, I think. Because the reason to kind of plan this out is because we really... This is going to give them another hit at us with our shields down. But I kind of like to take the opportunity, if we had to suffer with our shields down, to get all the shuttles out, to get a boarding party over there, to kind of make lemons out of lemonade. And just accept that we're going to get hit one or two more times, suffer a couple more breaches.
That sounds good to me.
All right, so then I think the order of operations was there's a I think it's communications, hailing frequencies. Since we don't I don't know if have we generally ruled that there's a communications station, being that that's not really a thing in the after the TOS era?
It falls under operations or
Okay.
security, so that falls into clicks. I treat this as the general operations and communications section.
Okay, I didn't know if I was going to get hit with a penalty here.
No. So you wish to try to hail them and...
Yeah, it's open hailing frequencies. But I mean, we'll do it on an open band so that I don't care if they pick up the phone or not. I'm gonna say it anyways, kind of thing.
What are you saying to them? 'Cause there's a difficulty as to whether or not they'll actually respond back. They might say something if you say a certain thing. It depends what you're saying.
So Haifa will say, I am Fleet Captain Haifa of the Halanak Fleet and Starfleet, commanding officer of the Da Vinci, bane of pirates, privateers, and slavers. Expert in quantum slipstream technology and a member of the Legion of Honor. And I demand you unpower your weapons and allow us to peacefully analyze this system.
Presence command difficulty 5. As it seems the person on the other end is surprisingly not a Klingon who announces them. There's a reason they shot first and didn't talk. But the way you're saying what you're saying, you might egg them to just say something.
All right. Flag captain.
Yeah. That might be
Call them under pressure, because I'm taking a moment to talk to them while I got my shields down and weapons disabled and all these bad things.
So you don't have a wavering voice as things are blowing up around you. Fair enough.
And then I got an advantage that for just this reason.
Yep.
Didn't know this was how bad it was going to be, but I'm glad I did.
2 so far?
Da Vinci trait of legacy vessel. This is a well-known ship, and it has a storied history, which is more important to Klingons than other people generally.
Yeah, the original Da Vinci may have clashed with Klingons before, so the Da Vinci A showing up probably has some pangs of history with them. I'll take it.
All right. It's probably the most I can justify. Love to spend determination, but I really do need it for later. So I will spend three momentum with a focus of cultural studies, because everything I've done and said so far is tailored specifically for a Klingon audience.
I'll take that. How much resource did you spend? Sorry.
3 momentum.
3 momentum. I. 2.
Is the Da Vinci assisting?
No. Actually, you know what? No. Comms command. You might get some quick briefs from your own staff. Hey, here's a little thing you might want. And 6 and 7. 7 and on 2 is 5 up, I believe. 5 over what you need.
Yeah, I think so.
Bup. up. So first off, 2 float, but there is a very notable pause as you call out. And for a moment, as you're standing there and people are starting to do their things around you, because this is your moment during the fight, like people are doing their orders and getting shields up and all this other stuff. You're probably gesturing at people, waiting for the reply. And there's this sense that this sort of tension you feel, or your algorithms perceive, is less akin to the manner in which Klingons fight today, but more in the manner in which Klingons used to fight centuries ago. They weren't as keen to announce themselves. They were a lot more crafty and a far more ambitious time. And it was a far more tense time because, well, Starfleet was in a hot war for a good long while and then a cold war for even longer. So there's this, you get that vibe just from how they acted, how they're doing this. Because you announcing yourself, somebody should pop on the screen and yell at you to say, I'm better than you are. That's just normal. Like, someone like Oda is normal. I'm who I am. I'm going to kick your ass. Now I'm going to shoot you. But almost in the time it takes for you to think you're not getting a response back, a face appears. A voice comes out. Sorry, I take that back. I am General Korath of the Kornos Katang. You're going to die here, Starfleet. No one will sing your name.
Haifa will respond with, I had hoped for someone with honor, but it seems like all I have to deal with are smooth foreheads.
Roll for me 6 challenge dice. You might stress him out a bit.
Can I argue, because I'm calm under precious, that this is vicious? I'm much more likely to face him than he is me.
I won't take that here. It's a good thought,
Okay.
though.
Would have been a really damn good thought.
4, 5, 7. You get a lot of Klingon cursing back from Korath. It's not very, let's just say I wouldn't be able to broadcast his, what he is actually saying. But suffice to say, he's lost a lot of cool, and I will say that anything that General Korath do is at a difficulty increase of +1, because he's just angry now. He's just infuriated that you spoke to him that way. It's an anger above and beyond what Klingons feel in battle rage. This is something else. This is a personal rage that he's foisting on you, which sometimes helps a Klingon. In this case, it's blinding him to obvious solutions to problems.
I imagine they cut the comms.
He keeps screaming Invictus. Whether or not you continue listening to them on the speakers is up to you.
Would it be correct to say that in the reasonable eyes of a trained Starfleet officer and Starfleet command that the chance for diplomacy is practically non-existent?
Yeah. Unless General Korath is...
As long as Haifa feels like her duty as a Starfleet officer and as a moral, being to give them a chance has passed, then yes, I'll close the comms.
Okay. Yeah, the most I would say is like perhaps if Korath was neutralized, maybe his XO would be more amenable, but you don't know. You know nothing about his command structure right now.
That's up to Carpenter and her sword skills.
Yeah.
Anything
No,
to do with these?
Yeah, spend them on a swift task.
Sorry, Carpenter, I talked over you.
Oh no, I was going to start describing my turn, but he's going for a swift task. Go ahead.
Well, I'm only 1/3 done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take your time, buddy.
You got those 3 actions to get through.
So this next one is do I want? I'm going to use this one to deploy the shuttles because I want the determination. I don't want Arias to have the increased difficulty from this being from going on a swift task.
Right.
So yeah, Haifa will turn back to a commander who we only see in silhouette at the moment.
No. I've finished now. I've actually
you're
just
finished,
finalized
okay.
this. Commander Maxwell.
Okay. Where's Commander Maxwell?
Where's Commander?
In the command section.
No, he's not.
You mean in the Admiralty section?
Was I editing the wrong thing?
Yes,
There
you
was. Oh well.
I'll just
I had a blank sheet
did.
in there. Oh,
You're expected to do one or the other depending on the situation.
yeah.
Then yeah, I'll turn around to Commander Maxwell and I will say, CAG, deploy all of our defensive shuttles to
Yes, the captain is
intercept
going now.
incoming torpedoes.
Defensive screen beta enabled.
Okay, control command difficulty 3 because it's swifted.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Holding on.
I narratively would like Maxwell to do this, but I don't have enough commands to do this using Maxwell and Arias, so I have to do this myself. Ugh.
So actually, more aptly, you're probably Maxwell is.
Actually,
You're talking to
walking
Maxwell,
the
figuring
fighters
out what
that
you
maybe.
need. Yeah. You're dictating to Maxwell what you want them to do.
Yeah.
Rather than letting Maxwell do it.
Because this is not just this is not just pressing a button, the thing is done. This is like pilots to the craft, the shuttle bay doors have to open, we have to get everybody together, then they have to get in this formation. Trait of project manager.
Yep. It totally makes sense for what you're doing.
Trait of calm under pressure.
Given the situation, yeah.
And because this is a command of multiple vessels, like I'm not just trying to command the Da Vinci, I'm trying to command a Squadron 2 flag captain.
Yep.
This
Yeah, it
may
would be
be
winged
a situation
squadron.
Haifa has developed for.
Rocket.
Let's focus in Starfleet protocol.
There's a protocol for this, yeah. There's a certain way you launch a bunch of shuttles all at once like this.
Got to get that cool scene of everybody running across the deck to jump in. And...
Eat your heart out, Battlestar.
I was literally thinking
For some reason,
the whole
there's
time, this is so Battlestar Galactica right now.
yeah, there's random crew members running across the deck with belts of machine gun ammunition. We don't really use it, but it really gives a cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
God, our bubblegum and sunglass budget has gone out the roof. I'll spend 1 because it's a difficulty 0 now. Oh, Da Vinci well-drilled crew.
Yep.
So yeah, just So that looks like 3 successes. Is the Da Vinci assisting?
Communications command.
Double
Or
check
general.
if the reroll just applies to the Da Vinci or if it applies to.
Too many.
Oh, is the ship may reroll? So the reroll only applies to the ship.
You have 3 float. 3 float? No. Yeah, you do.
I got 5 successes on a diff 0.
Or float.
Okay. Um. I'd like to spend 2 on the advantage. Of fighter screen, so that not only we get the advantage from just having the squadron, but right now they're particularly effective in drawing fire away from the Da Vinci, and since they're smaller, a lot of those shots will be missed. And 2 on the advantage, more towards I think the Kronos Katang of expected torpedo interception. So like I guess this I don't know if because I'm kind of thinking in Dune mode as well, but I guess it'd be more like an advantage towards the scene of that they're seeing the fighter deployed, and the obvious thing is, right, fighters can help stop torpedoes. They can't really help stop disruptor attacks as well. So like the enemy's less likely to use torpedoes here.
I'll take that, yeah. That's kind of a Star Trek-y thing you can do. You're establishing an advantage in the scene because of what you.
And then Haifa's program will hit the nitrous by spending determination on the value no-win scenarios derived from a lack of imagination.
Yep.
I'm going to prove all of those Upentari who think I got their people killed wrong by doing this situation without as many people getting killed. Or at least I'm going to try. And then now I'll actually use my direct by saying, pointing to Arias and say, break the shields.
Hey, Ven, you want to play Arias?
Give me a moment. Roll20 is still loading.
Cool.
Take my 3 threat.
But yep.
I can also jump over and play Arias, but I have been jumping between multiple sports, so.
I can take it. I just need to know. I need to know our context.
Breaking the
Vinci-
shields of a Klingon station that's not supposed to be here.
There's a
And-
Klingon station that we were going to try to play hardball diplomacy with, but the second we warped into system, they immediately opened fire. So now we're trying to break their shields, so yours truly can conduct a boarding party.
Cool.
Hopefully it goes better than last time.
It'd be hard to have it go worse.
If the
Who is this?
station blows up, significantly more people would die than just the small privateer vessel.
Who is this under?
Arias.
Arias. We're trying to use his talent of Shield Breaker.
No, right. What group is it under in the?
He's security.
Security.
Support character security.
Ah, I see it. Sorry, we have a lot of support characters.
And you're under a direct from me, and that's happening on a turn that has no associated difficulty increase. But you're gonna have to spend to override the weapons because they've been damaged.
Or minor action to attack
I'll have
them.
to minor action to do it because
Yeah.
Because there was an impact on the weapons during the turn, so you have to minor reset the weapons.
Right. Okay.
It's
I follow.
not your turn. You have to buy the miner though.
Yeah, that's what he has to. Actually,
Or
no,
you-
but he doesn't have to buy it. I can use my miner to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't used the miner.
Because I haven't used a miner yet.
Cool.
You're looking at you're just trying to. Well, there's no aimed shot. You're just hitting anywhere as long as it hits the shield. You're happy. Control weapons difficulty. What weapon are you using?
What range are we at?
Close.
We're at close, but to do this, you're only allowed to use energy weapons. Which I think we only have
Phaser
phaser
arrays.
arrays.
Yeah, so phaser arrays it is.
Okay, so you're one range too close. The difficulty climbs to 3.
Awesome.
Control security diff 3, assisted by WEPS security.
Yep, I'm gonna say Starship Tactical Systems focus.
Yeah.
Take a threat, and I'm gonna burn 2 momentum.
And you also need to spend 1 momentum to use the Shield Breaker talent.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. That's what allows you to target shields.
Yeah.
It also
Are you-
increases
Shield.
the damage by 2 dice.
Are you?
Oh, cool. I see. I follow. Okay, cool. Sorry, learning this character's stuff on the
We
fly.
You could spend towards. We have a huge reserve of power, so I wouldn't be against putting 2 extra into this, because we
2
are
extra
trying to take
power.
down star base level shields here.
Shields, yeah. Putting 2 extra power into it. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me.
And then a question about the weapons GM. So arrays can be spread or area without any spend. They just have that ability, right?
Yeah.
And if he uses Shield Breaker, the primary task can't do any breaches, but it doesn't generally, right? You treat spreads as a separate attack, or do you? Because I guess the question is, if we do spread or area, is that capable of doing breaches? Or does it get the benefit of the increased damage?
You would
from-
have to spend momentum again to make sure it only hit shields. Otherwise, it would spread into another area and damage. Because
Well, the
it's
thing
it's
is
another
that-
attack.
Okay,
essentially.
so that's what we want, right? Is if to declare spread and not spend that extra momentum, so that a spread attack would hit for a normal attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing?
So my suggestion is, I think you were already doing the right thing. The only thing is just declare a spread attack. Everything else is you've already you've already done, right?
Okay. Except you also have to. Oh, you already spent the momentum for the shield breaker. Cool,
Yep,
cool,
yep.
cool, cool. Re-rolling that comp. Thank you.
Plus ship.
Yep.
Now here, we would like. Okay. This is a technical question that I don't know if we anticipated when we did positronic computer.
Mm-hmm.
So we can spend power to raise the department score for this task. Because the damage roll depends on the security department, and it's a result of this task, does that carry over, or is it only for the task roll?
It would carry over because it's all part. It's a knock-on of it. Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
like,
the successful hit causes damage in the same motion. It's all in the same move, as far as I'm concerned. Whether others have ruled that, I have no idea.
makes sense to me in the sense that this does not represent suddenly the ship sprouting or weapons. It's the positronic computer is getting a solutions is calculating a solution humans could not possibly calculate to maximize damage. So then we have the option but not the requirement, and this is something that I would ask for y'all's, I think everybody's input on, to spend 2 power per point to raise the ship's security from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, whatever we want to raise it to.
That's the trade-off. You're spending a lot of power to do.
Because
I'd say spend 4 at most.
Okay, because then that raises the ship's security to 4.
Yeah,
Right.
4 is an entirely reasonable number, I think, to hit with, honestly.
Alright, so then... yeah, when you roll the starship weapons, you'd put 2 from shield breaker, and 2 from power, and 2 from positronic computer. So there'd be 6 extra dice. And then I'll roll this. I'll roll it with engineering because we already have a 4 in engineering.
Cool, we'll take it. So that's 5 hits. Oh, and then you have to roll because you're directing me, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I am directing, not the one actually shooting, focus in Starfleet Protocol.
Yeah. Up. There we go. Blam. You start blasting at their shields, in general, really.
Now I roll. I'll just roll the challenge dice off my own sheet because I'm getting more dice than the ship would normally roll.
Yeah,
so 4 plus 4 because the security score of our ship jumped up, didn't it?
Correct.
So 8 plus we spent 2 power to get
2 more.
10. And then 2 more because shield breaker.
Yep.
Nope. It's base ship plus 6, I think. Total.
So 12 challenge dice, is that right? Am I doing my math right?
I think so, but if you want to confirm, I mean, you could roll from the ship's sheet and just put 6 in the phaser array box, because phaser arrays don't get extra dice normally.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
that
I
works.
put 6 in the phaser arrays.
and then roll it. Yeah, and that should be the correct calculation.
Although, didn't we spend additional power as well?
So
That's
from
part of
the
the stick.
6 comes from 2 from extra power, 2 shield breaker, 2 increased security. So instead of actually increasing the security score, we just add 2 to the dice.
Okay, if you insist.
That's correct.
I don't.
I
I
do.
don't actually know. I can't ever remember the correct calculation for weapon damage.
6,
So,
7, 8,
Um,
9,
was-
10, 11, 12, 13. It rolled 13 for me. I don't know if that's right or not.
I mean, the number
Double check.
added to the phaser arrays is correct. So the phaser arrays rolling without an additional thing would be correct.
I'm so inside of my head on this that I have no idea.
I'm gonna take it
Cool.
as is, just for speed's sake.
Sounds good.
I didn't write.
So
down the bloody
I'm
number.
sorry.
1, 2, 3.
I think it's
4,
correct. I wouldn't want to stand by it.
8. I said.
Okay, I am spending a momentum to reroll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You have versatile.
Oh, so yeah, we have 2 bonus momentum just as is.
Are you spending the most momentum or the table momentum?
Well, we should start with the bonus momentum because that's the stuff we have to spend now.
Yeah.
So might as well dig into that first. There we go.
10, 11, 12, 13.
And is that before or after resist?
That's raw. That's just raw damage. I haven't minus away yet. You have. Brain. Do math. Oh. You have not brought down the shields. Nor caused a... Oh, you can't cause a breach. So you have not brought down the shields with what you've done so far.
So my suggestion would be use that versatile to actually spin to make the spread attack shield breaker as well.
The only thing though is we don't know what the resistance on the station is.
True.
Yeah, that's why I would suggest.
Like, if I do versatile and do spread, I'm just gonna end up doing a bunch more attacks that don't do anything because they don't pierce the resistance.
I don't think they have.
I mean, it's a station. Those things are usually scale 10-ish. And often have extra resistance, especially if it's a Klingon.
Okay, well then, if that's the line of thought, and I kind of agree with it. In the combat momentum spins, momentum is 1 for 2 on resistance.
Yeah.
Right,
we can
yeah.
spend for
My
first.
thought
So,
is
you could spin the versatile and all of them off the table, and that might cut straight through most of their
Yeah.
resistance.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just spending the 1 okay. Spending the 1 extra bonus momentum to eat through resistance, and then spending all 6 of our remaining momentum to try and eat through any other resistance that may be there. So I'm eating through
That gets us
13.
through a total of 14 resistance.
Oh, 14,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, I'm willing to take the gamble on that because this is a Klingon station. A Klingon station probably has pretty high resistance.
Yeah, you're right. It may not just have
Yeah.
normal.
It might have
Like it
extra
may be
armor
a
and
scale
stuff.
12 that has like some extra talent to raise it or something to 14.
The first hit screams across their shield bubble. It does not pop.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They might still
damage,
have like
right?
20 shields, so 13 damage probably wouldn't be enough to bring down regular station shields as is, I think.
Okay.
Okay,
But we did do all of that damage to shields almost certainly.
so,
Yeah, I think that was a good play.
yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. It's 13 again on the spread attack to whether you want it to be a shield breaker hit, that'd be a threat, or it's gonna hit it's gonna do something. This has the possibility of doing a breach rather than just pure shields.
If we don't pay for the shield breaker right, we'd have to lose 2 of the dice.
Yeah.
Well, this is just taking half of what you've already done. Spread just says how much damage did you do last time? This much. Okay, half that plus effects. This is how much damage you do.
Okay, I knew we had to spend the momentum to just target the shields, but I didn't know if we lost the 2 dice from shield breaker or not, because we don't spend that. Okay.
So it depends whether or not you're worried about doing breaches or not.
Oh, I wouldn't be. I was more interested in those 2 extra dice.
Oh.
So.
Up to you, Arise, because you're the one pushing the button.
You, then.
Yeah, I think I'll do another shield breaker because I want to get these shields down. So I have to give another threat.
Yes, but I'll clarify for you just to make sure you. This doesn't increase the damage. All this is doing is preventing this from being a breach.
Oh. Well, yeah.
So I don't know how much you care about that.
I don't care too much if this is a breach or not.
Okay. Because I said it because I was getting threats. Like, oh, hold on, I don't want to cheat you out of a threat.
Yeah, there's situations in which we will definitely care if we're doing breaches or not.
Yeah.
This is not one of them.
That 13 currently does not bring down their shield bubble.
Cool.
Okay.
Who made the roll here? Was this a direct?
This was a direct.
Oh, I'll also note that because this is relevant, that is also not enough for a breach.
Okay.
Which
we're
means
not
it didn't
doing
even
it.
do 5 damage.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, this is more expected because it's only half of 13. So we kind of expect that.
Oh, okay. Oh,
No, it's 13 raw damage again because of the amount of effects we got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's just minus
Yeah.
minus the resistance. It turned out that you didn't break their shields or do enough damage for.
Yeah. I'd say we're probably doing somewhere in the realm of like 1 to 2 damage right now.
Is
probably.
it possible to use the advantage from the combat attack squadron? Not the defensive one I gave them, but their normal advantage to help with resistance or reroll or something like that.
No, I would be taking it. The only part I would take it for is like to hit, like making the difficulty to hit easier. That's usually how I use those kind of guys, those kind of advantage. Same with the security detail, I do the same thing.
Do you have one of the medals that lets you generate momentum?
I can't remember what they do. I have Legion of Honor. That's the only cool one I have.
I will hang on. I'll open up my sheet and tell you what they do because I have a lot of medals. And I noted down.
Legion of Honor is 2 bonus momentum on a successful task.
If that works for attacks that I directed, then
It's up to you, GM.
well, it is my turn.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess
But it's not your task.
not your task. Okay, cool.
Because you're assisting.
Successful task
then
is the.
Do you have the full language on that?
Yes. Once per mission, the character may gain 2 bonus momentum. You said Medal of Honor or Legion of Honor?
Legion.
This is the Legion of Honor. I've
Once
got
per
full text of
mission,
Legion of Honor too. Yeah.
Generate 2 bonus momentum on a successful task, or ignore a single complication. That's all it says.
Yeah. Because I differentiate between task being the person rolling multiple dice, and assist, because some talents specifically target assist rolls.
And I have all of those talents.
I will say you can give me threat in lieu of momentum.
Yeah, we could do that.
No particular reason I'm pointing that out.
So I guess I would kind of ask Carpenter, do you want to if we don't spend the threat right, Arias isn't gonna knock the shields down. And you only have one direct, so you can't, determination have him shoot. That your only chance would be to shoot yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do that, or would you rather us?
Just burn the threat. He doesn't have much of it, and I have a security of 3.
Okay. Then I guess that's up to you, Vin. How much you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, I'm willing to give this a go.
What you spending?
Did we get
For what?
Did we get versatile on the spread? No, right?
No.
Okay. Can I say maybe spend 5 threat? See if that does anything.
Sure.
Because that's 10 resistance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, are we still on the attack that we did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're still on the spread from the
Okay,
attack.
I'm sorry. I
You're good.
thought we had moved on.
Owen needs coffee.
I'm willing to spend. I'm gonna say 4 threat.
For a threat for what?
8
to,
resistance down?
yeah, to eat through 8 resistance.
Or threat for distance. I don't know. I think that causes the shield to burst and for a breach to occur.
That would be 2 breaches then, right? Unless it wasn't 5 damage, I guess.
Oh shoot. Hold on. Hold on. This does matter. Back my step.
But this one isn't a shield breaker, so unfortunately they don't get a +1 to their difficulty to regenerate their shields.
So
No,
You
they
did
already
that
do
much
have
damage.
that at least.
you basically did an extra 4 on top of that number, so you did that does cause 2 breaches. Yeah. Sorry, I had to read. I had to work back my math. But yeah, that is 2 breaches.
The question is, he didn't shoot us, but did we take Clorath out? So is there structure breach here?
No. Oh, fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. Everything but what I want. 16 is structure, 10 is structure. So double structure hit.
Oh man. Which on a station that probably could take 5 structure breaches before getting any penalties isn't as impressive as normal.
A lot of
Yeah.
Klingons violently get injured or lose their lives as huge hunks of the phaser just carves its way left and right, like you're painting it with your phaser, because you're not trying to hit anywhere in particular. You're hitting the shield bubble, trying to force it to be overwhelmed, and then as it's spreading around, it loses. It just as the bubble pops, it just happens to be raking over a part of the station, and so it pierces through the shield and it just carves huge plates off the side of the hull. Do you wish to keep?
I don't think so. We can let them have it.
Well,
go ahead.
no, we I think we do. That was the plan to
Okay.
get you over there.
Okay, then we're keeping.
2.
This is a question. Can I spend Because I did have a successful task that I rolled, can I, on my turn, can I use the Legion of Honor?
But didn't we just go over the fact that it wasn't your task?
Yeah.
Well, that last one wasn't, but I did have 2 successful things that I rolled.
Except the first thing you did happened a task ago. Like that wasn't. It would have to be because
Yeah,
those
it's
men
floating
would have.
momentum, so
Yeah,
it would've
they would
gone
have floated and disappeared. If we had done, which we couldn't have done the reverse. We couldn't have had him shoot and then you talked to him. Well, no, you talked to him first and then shot. Yeah.
Then you'll have to spin through it. That's
Yeah.
my only chance to get you momentum.
So I imagine someone wants to do a boarding action. Is that my understanding?
Hi. Yes. Okay.
All right. So to beam yourselves over,
Mm-hmm.
you're at the right range. You need at least 1 power.
Mm-hmm.
Control plus engineering, difficulty.
And do I have to purchase equipment, or are we abstracting all of that with the Klingon walls?
You're abstracting that because you're more in boarding action chaos rather than slow methodical
Mm-hmm.
away mission stuff.
So we're not transitioning to another combat. This will just be. I don't have the Klingon book, so I don't know the exact rules on this. And I'm just making a task roll against them.
So we're not. I'll explain it when you get to that next roll.
Okay.
Basically.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
The gun.
It's just faster for you. So at this point, the first 8 is just straight up beaming over. The difficulty to get over there is not on a pad. You're not going to a pad. That's it, I think. Yeah. Control engineering, difficulty 4, assisted
And this is
by
where I
sensors
want
engineering.
to give it direct to Nadoden. He's the sensor up, or the
He's the
Transporter
person
chief.
who has a hair of a chance of getting you there in one piece.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, after that hit goes off, I picture, High Fun Carpenter shares the look, and Carpenter will nod, stand up, and say, Nadoden, beam me and boarding party team A over to that station.
Very good.
So 2 threat GM for Transporter Chief to lower the diff by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Determination on there and back again every time.
Yep.
Trait of Lucky, because Rylov thinks that's cool, so I'll think it's cool.
In this case, yes. Luck will really help out Carpenter's chances of survival.
You can beam on the right side or the left side of the bridge. One of those has 4 waiting security teams, the other one does not. Nadoden just feels the correct one.
That could be a refresher room or the garrison.
Guess I focus in transporters.
I don't think that applies.
And 2 threat to proc to get an extra dice and proc daring engineering.
Good job.
What are you gonna do?
Chip assist as well. It's a hit so far, so there's that.
Is that a reroll of that went to a comp there?
Yes.
Yeah, the reroll turned into a comp.
Damn. GM, I'd like to trigger methodical planning on this.
You were looped in on this. Yep.
So assist, and you get a reroll there to get rid of that.
There's a certain admiral
Oh.
forgot that they could just be doing that this whole time.
Look, I was making a new character. I'm
Yep.
re-rolling that assist roll and switching back to the proper character because there we go, much better. I went from a 20 to a 19.
So 1 generated. So Carpenter, you get beamed over to a random part of the station. Now,
Oh, God.
to inform your swift task,
Uh-huh.
there are a
Oh,
couple.
wait. I'm sorry. I forgot. If I directed Nidodin, can I roll an assist on his roll?
You
Presence
should.
command.
Should actually.
Thank you. Presence command. Focus in team dynamics.
Yes. Or?
Okay. One more. That's helpful.
All right. So the next step in, so the series of events is transport over. You then board a certain department that you want to, a certain department you want to damage. And then the third thing you do once you've gotten into that area is you can try to sabotage that area, basically causing breaches from the inside. Because you're, not so much breaches, yeah, you inflict a breach because you're basically running around shooting at consoles or breaking things or throwing grenades into rooms and just running for it. Like you're just there, you're just causing havoc. So currently,
Yeah.
you would be doing, if you did Swift Task, you'd be doing a presence plus command roll, assisted by, hilariously, your ship's weapons security, because your ship is giving you telemetry about what's happening and who you should be watching out for. I'm going to call that sensor security. I don't agree with the Klingon book. I don't know why weapons security, why they think that makes sense. But anyway, it's a difficulty of 2. If you Swift Task, it would turn to 3.
If we spend determination, it goes back down to 1, right?
Goes back to 2. Because the
I'm
base
sorry,
difficulty is 2.
Do we have any directives right now? Admiralty directives or no?
There's
Yeah, the one
yeah, we
element to
do.
this is to it was the same one we used for the privateer. It was oh no, you rewrote it. We did have one. But I think
We should have mission directives right now, do we not?
we do have we have 3 mission directives from you, but you got rid of the one for dealing with the Typhon Pact to replace it with Inheritor technology, I think.
yeah, I think you're using one of the standing directives.
I was just asking if there's one I could spend.
Yeah, those
toward.
are the ones that I found.
Yeah, I see our standing directives in pinned. I'm not sure about our current mission directives. If those
You haven't assigned new current ones, so the only ones that exist are
okay.
the standing ones.
I
But I
don't.
have-
Does Directive
I'm
1
scrolling through.
apply here? No. Okay. I would like Carpenter to get any reputation rolls I can spend or want to spend towards the directive, but if we don't have any, okay. Can I spend on can I spend towards my first duties towards the Federation that me and my team are risking our lives specifically to advance or defend the Federation's interests?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. All right. Okay. My first duty to the Federation. All right. I'm rolling Presence Command, difficulty 2. A focus in organization as I'm organizing these teams to, plant their charges and block this exit, go over here, do stuff like that.
Certainly. Quick question: what department are you aiming at?
Well, where did we beam over? I guess where did we?
You're
find
like in a
ourselves?
corridor, and then you're about to go. Okay,
Mhm.
let's go. Like you're kind of in no
Okay.
particular area. You have to figure out where you're fighting to.
What do you guys think? Security? Engineering?
Well, is it a department or is it a system?
A department.
How do you cause breaches to departments?
So once you have, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. So I thought it was 1, 2, 3. I'm wrong. It's 1, and then you can do one of 2 things. This is my mistake. But one option is you attack a department. You're just going around shooting people, you don't cause breaches that way. You increase the complication range of anything that department wants to do.
Okay.
If you do enough that they have enough complication that's equal to the department's value, that department can't do anything. So anything related to the department has to stop because they're dealing with you as a boarding party. Or they have to like heal the people that got injured. The other thing you can do is choose a system that you're attacking. Same idea, except it's opposed by the station's structure security. So instead of it's a diff 2 to hurt the department, but it's an opposed roll if you're attacking a system. That's what it was. Sorry.
So if they have a security of 5, you would need 5 rounds to.
Yeah.
You could do it. You would do it once. You would either take 5 rounds, or if you succeed, you can spend 2 momentum repeatable to increase how intense that complication is.
Ah.
So you can do it all in one go, or you do it over multiple shots.
I would, you know, depending on how daring Carpenter is, the chance to prevent them from doing security at all means they can't shoot back at us.
How much momentum would that require me to spend, assuming they have 5 security? 10?
You would do at least 1. So for 1, 2, 3, 4.
For 4, I would need 8.
Four times 2, 8. Yes.
You have the combat attack squadron, so you might be able to use that advantage to lower the diff on the task, so you get more momentum.
Is that fair, GM?
Yeah, that's fair. Like they're helping distract the enemies so it buys you more time to get where you're going.
All right. Yeah, I don't have a determination. I don't have a thing to get back here. All right. In that case,
Fudge.
I'm spending 1 momentum and 5 threat to roll 5 dice. I do have a focus. All right, GM. If this isn't acceptable, that's fine. But could I argue for control command over presence command on the grounds that I am organizing and ordering and making plans rather than specifically just using my force of will as a.
I'll take that as an argument. That makes sense, especially for Starfleet. That makes sense.
All right.
That's a very Starfleet way to treat the problem.
All right.
Hang on, I would insist otherwise. I'd be like, no.
All right. So the difficulty dropped down by 1 from the combat attack squadron.
Right.
Can I activate extra effort to drop it down to 0?
You could.
All right. Okay. I spent 1 of that momentum, and then I don't know if he took 5 further now.
Also, you have to use your minor to override sensors, I guess, right before you beam out or something.
That was probably done by Nododen, yeah. Oh no, that would have been done by Carpenter on the way over. Yeah.
They have one. They just had to do it.
So you gave me how much threat? Sorry, 5?
5.
Do. I just threw the boarding action to Discord.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So the difficulty was 0, right? So
yep.
You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You generate 5. Yes, there we go. And so currently you're causing a complication in the security department as you're running around trying to fight your way into, if not main security areas, you're trying to fight the junction areas that lead into the disruptor arrays and stuff. You're forcing them to deal with you rather than deal with the internal threat rather than dealing with the external threat. So you can increase the being boarded action, being boarded complication, by 1 for every 2 momentum you spend. Currently, you have not disabled their, with just 1. I'll tell you now, their security is not 1.
Yeah. Okay.
So, by that logic, are you going to tell us before we spend too much, or we have to commit to spending before?
You can spend and say, is that enough? And I can go, no. and they, is this enough? Is this enough? And then you could do it incrementally like that.
Okay.
Because you know the result of your roll before you have to do more.
All right.
Which is what you could have done earlier for the shield attack, but you guys said, we spend all this much. I'm like, I'm not going to stop you from overspending if you want to.
Yeah, we should have some. Sometimes GMs
Yeah.
don't let you know that they want you to commit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's like yeah.
Forgot I'm the
Um,
nice one.
You are nice.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. All right. I will spend 2 to increase. Is that enough?
2 of what? 2 momentum?
Yeah, 2 momentum, please.
They do not have a security of 2.
Okay. 2 more.
Do not have a security of 3.
2 more.
They do have a security of 4.
Okay. Okay, because I was about to, burn a, oh god, what's it called? A milestone to get a determination to use the Spirit of Discovery, but if that's enough, that's enough. So yeah, she's ordering teams to go there, there, and there. We're going to cut them off there. We're going to surround them there. And, remember that our job is not to fight them. It is to cause enough chaos. It is to cause enough chaos and pandemonium that they are unable to fight the Da Vinci. If we can shut them down here, the Da Vinci will win the rest of the battle for us.
And you'll be there to accept their surrender. Oh no,
I
wait
was
a
about to say, as Haifa gives the exact same speech but opposite on the Da Vinci. We don't have to win this battle, we just have to give Commander Carpenter enough time.
It's a team activity. Also, I think I found the mission directives. They just weren't pinned. I replied to them above what you posted. Rain.
I'm trying to jump to there.
Yeah.
Figure out.
It's a while back.
Oh, there it is.
Something
Directive
on
1
that mission?
counter the infiltration sabotage efforts of the Breen? Maybe that one. That mission's coming.
Directive 2 would still be the thing that I'd be thinking was
Oh no,
relevant, right?
that mission's over. That was to stop the attack on the station. You never reestablished a new mission.
Okay, cool.
Those are old directives. I was kind of surprised you didn't do it. I was like, I give anyone mission directives? No? Okay, well, you'll get around to that eventually, right?
I thought those were still active. My bad.
It's okay. I don't forgive you. Well, fudge muffins. Sorry. That was you. You beamed over with a direct.
Mm-hmm.
You would have had. Did you do determination to get an extra turn, or did you swift
Yes.
task? You determination. Okay.
I
You wish to swift task.
determination. After all this, I don't think I need to.
Okay. All right. What the hell am I gonna do? Well, darn. Okay. Okay, so 5 and 2, 4. Intimila reports that 2 Klingon vessels have decloaked. A Cavort class and a Katenga class.
Oh.
I'll charge myself because decloaking is normally I think that's an action norm. Just the mind.
It's in a, I think it's in action.
Oh, it's a minor to decloak.
Oh, okay.
Action to cloak. Because it's a roll, that's why. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so the Vort is going to start shooting at you. Helps if I'm in the right book. Helps if I have the ship in front of me. Computer, hello. There we go. And Vork class bird of prey. It is currently at medium range to you. It fires disruptor cannons, which is diff 3 because you're too far away. It's not going to waste time flying over to you. They need to shoot you now before more bad things happen. Any other reason to do anything else? Well, no. If I torpedo you, that's a diff 4 task. You're again in the wrong range. Okay, yeah. So they're gonna disruptor cannon you. Two, three, full mitt. Diff to hit you is 3. Ooh, wow. That doesn't look good. Don't look good at all. 1, 2, 3, just enough. Oh, plus. Plus 2 more, so I actually gain back 2 threat.
Oh, we have.
Oh, you have your attack squadron defense, which brings it down by 1.
Yeah.
It would have been down by 2, but you have them attacking while screening at the same time. Right. Damage. Up. Where'd they hit? Structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 damage. Minus your resistance.
So breach. No shields. Roll again.
Breach to structure and breach to engines. Keep the initiative.
You also have to roll to see if you take out anyone on the bridge.
Well, that's true. Yep. Just D6. I did.
Oh no.
The most important people on the bridge are the captain, Maxwell, and I'll say Arias, because there's only one player character here. If I get 5 or 6, it'll be Haifa. If it's 1 and 2, it'll be Arias. If it's 3 and 4, it'll be Maxwell. Haifa, you have to avoid injury as a beam from the ceiling collapses and... Actually, no, it's not even hitting you. I just forgot your freaking hologram. The holographic emitter unit starts flickering as it gets overloaded and your primary emitter system starts failing. So either it be 2 threats to avoid the injury, or some ability that helps you avoid injury. It would be non-lethal currently because they just happen to hit you.
That would be on Haifa's mobile emitter?
The emitter array system. So I don't know if you're walking around with your emitter. I assume you're, depending on the ship's emitters.
Oh yeah, if they had attacked us in an ambush, I think it would be just to say no. But we went into this knowing it was a dangerous situation, so I think it'd be fair to say the mobile emitter's being worn.
Okay, so instead, because the target is you, it would be a beam falling into your emitter and making it zord out for a second.
No, the only thing I have is the difficulty of attacks against Haifa is increased by 1. Which I don't really think is relevant here.
Yeah.
The only other thing I could say would be the trait hologram itself.
You can still be injured as a hologram, though, right? Like you can be shut off if I do enough damage to you.
Yeah, no, that's not. I'm no, that's not to suggest. Not to suggest that Haifa is immune to damage. Only bringing up the trait hologram in case it modifies. In my hopes to limit the damage, but
Well, yeah, all that's happening is it's just a straight up injury. It doesn't do any damage. It's just this is a result of structures. The ship got damaged so badly that you happen to get hurt. So you're either trapped or your emitter got hit or something and the ship's gone bad and it's limiting. It happened to hit a hero character. If I roll anything other than an effect, it hits a bunch of other people get hurt. When I hit an effect, it hits somebody important. The only thing this would really affect is you lose. Actually, you know what I'll do to reflect hologram. If you spend to avoid injury, I will say that you can do it again this scene because you're a hologram. Because you can kind of reboot yourself. Like your emitter gets hit and you just switch over to the ship emitters. Like, well, that's not good, but whatever, I'm still on. I'll dig my emitter out later.
You lost a bit of redundancy.
Threat, I think.
Threat to avoid. So we've done all the breaches I can. Cavort fired. The Katanga fired because of keep. They're not gonna swift. So it goes to. I don't know if it can go to players right now. It can because there's a third player who hasn't done anything. They've been playing two of you actually. 2-player turns that are still floating for support.
Yeah, I haven't
to do
done
stuff.
anything yet.
I haven't either.
So yeah, there's 2 floaters out there. There's support all around you.
Captain, what are your orders?
I don't think the Katinga fired at us.
Cavort fired, then Katinga fired. I fired the Cavort and then Swift I kept so the Katinga would fire. Oh, you are right. You are right.
I was about to say no. I've only marked down enough breaches for 1 attack.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Keep.
Oh, god damn it.
I believe they're just firing.
We have like.
Oh, they're gonna fire their phaser
We have
banks at you.
6 breaches?
Yeah, we have 6.
Oop.
How do we get 6 from 1 attack?
Oop.
We didn't get 6 from 1 attack. We've been attacked by the station.
Okay.
Station gave us 4.
Got it.
Okay, full mitt. Plus ship. Ship doesn't help. Don't even have to look. 18 doesn't work on anything. 1, 2 is enough because they're firing their phaser banks. They do have a complication, so their phaser banks are gonna fizzle. They can't use them.
Is that enough with the combat attack squadron advantage?
Oh shoot, no. That is not enough. I can't do anything about that. I don't. You guys are just a backup. You're just reinforcements. You're not a hero ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Which is
you
good
look like
because
you're
the
about to get.
resistance is only 4 right now.
Like as you're about to get hit, some of the shuttles start taking some of the shots, and a few of them take like a minor breach here or there for like the size 2 ones, or they take a breach to like sensors or something. It's like, okay, I can't do that again. Cover me while I fix that. Ooh, that was
This
close.
is why you have 2 people in a peregrine fighter, so one person can fly evasive while the other person tries to figure out how are we getting back in this fight.
Yeah. Now it's to the support guys.
We made him spend more threat.
Woo! Alright, Captain, what are your orders?
Captain?
Captain's thinking.
Oh, wow. You'd think a hologram would think faster than that.
Sorry,
sad.
I was currently giving orders to deploy the Mexican cheese to the taco meat.
Ah.
Click needs to pull out all the stops to get power and shields.
All right. I can take Click for that then. Since I was playing earlier. There's Click. Area Click sheet open. Sure do. That's why I couldn't find it. All right. Focus in. Okay. What are we doing first? Shields or?
Let me double check the tasks.
What?
Discord. Friggin' hell.
Okay, well, all of those shooting and all of that shooting, we should have been using Clicks. I'm giving her all she's got.
Yeah.
Should
have been.
Oh, Carpenter.
Okay, do power first because Clicks, I'm giving her all she's got, makes getting power back much easier. So we can use that to generate momentum for the shield task.
Sounds good.
Daring or control, plus engineering, difficulty 2.
Yeah, we'll definitely take daring there. Daring engineering, difficulty 2. Let's see. Focus in EPS systems for power.
Yep.
Click is right there. Take a threat for bold.
Okay.
I'd like to trigger methodical planning here.
Yep.
Cool.
That means Click gets a reroll, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Cool. Go
Oh, second reroll because he's daring.
Yep.
Eh.
Wow.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Hey, at least it wasn't a comp.
That's 4 hits on a diff 2.
Generate 2. You generate at least 1 shield. Shield. 1 power, sorry.
No, we generate at least 5 power because of I'm giving her all she's got.
It's power equal to engineering score, yep.
Yeah. Click's got engineering of 5. So giving her all she's got is whenever someone attempts a task with a power requirement. Oh, not that part. When you succeed at power management, you restore power equal to your engineering score rather than
only 1.
You may increase this amount by spending momentum as normal.
Wow. We're gonna go Scotty's power talent go. Goddamn.
Yeah.
So that leaves us too short of max. Of course, we can go over max, but I would say let's take this momentum and stuff and move forward on a shield task.
Yeah, sure. And then we'll remember to roll for power stuff in the future. Because Click is active.
Spending for Swift or keep?
Whipped here, yeah.
Swift with what?
I think we'll just use the 2 momentum we generated.
Okay.
Suggestion.
Yeah.
Use Click's determination so that this task doesn't eat up any difficulty, and you still have that 2 momentum for shields.
Yeah, we'll do that.
To what value?
And determination towards I can fix it fast.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I think it's for this situation exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. And shield restore is
Control engineering difficulty of 1 assisted by structure plus engineering.
Yep.
Don't think you're at any new. You're just impacted still at structure. I haven't done enough to mess with your structure.
No, that's what I mentioned earlier. You've damaged it. It doesn't affect.
It doesn't affect these rolls. It's for repairing these breaches.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't affect this.
Okay.
cool. And this one is you get what, 2 back for a success, and then you can spend a momentum to gain an additional shield.
You get 2 just for succeeding, and sorry, I'm wrong. The difficulty is 2 because you're at 0 shield. My bad. But no, computer, stop trying to help. No, thank you. I'm good. So if you succeed at all, you get 2 shields. For every momentum you spend, repeatable, you generate 2 more.
Okay, 2. Okay, cool.
Unless you have something special about your ship that does that faster. I don't
I
think
don't
this
believe
ship
we
does.
do. And there's nothing on Click that gives that faster either. He's just got the power stuff.
His will help here, because this has a power requirement.
Right. So yeah, spending power.
Yeah, because
So
shield
we're
regeneration
spending-
eats a power, yeah.
Then I'll spend 3 threat for 4 dice. You're on that 16 off gold.
Yeah, Click, protect the eye.
Methodical planning from
Yeah.
myself. Hey, we need momentum.
Plus ship.
I'll re-roll that. There we go. Much better.
And
That's
you'd roll
also +1 float.
you'd roll a challenge dice to see if we actually spent that power.
Challenge die.
Yep, we did.
We did. Okay. So 5 hits on a diff 2 +1 +2. So that's 5 floating before the or 5 momentum generated before the ship.
Yeah, I'm up to date currently.
Cool.
Go ship, go.
Not help.
Go, ship, go.
I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Most people just want to spend it down.
Any help from the trait meticulously maintained on that comp?
I'll let it eat it, yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so far you have succeeded. You have 1 float.
Yep.
You have generated 2 shields just for succeeding.
All right, so we get 2 shields back.
5 more momentum to max us out.
Sounds good.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yes?
Yep.
Whew. Oh, goodbye, man, Maxwell. Boop, boop, boop,
I saw that coming like 2 seconds before it happened.
boop.
I was like, oh no.
That's my momentum well. Maxwell's sitting in it.
So you you could if you wanted to swift and try damage control. If you can pull that off, it's gonna be pretty high difficulty. but if you pull that off, we get our resistance back up to 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Okay. How are you buying your Swift?
We'll go momentum.
What are you damage controlling?
I think it's gonna be structure,
Structure?
right?
So the of the core book, that's 229. It looks like diff 3, comp 2.
Yep, that sounds correct, actually. Presence engineering.
Presence engineering.
Oh.
All right.
Because you're talking commit damage control teams to run around and fix things.
Yeah. No, it's just, Click has the presence of 7. It's fine.
A lot of hurry up and go do it is not very helpful instruction. Click.
Yeah. Look,
And
this bug was not anticipating going into command.
No kidding. He still is a lieutenant
But
junior, apparently.
He is a lieutenant junior grade because of the first 2/3 of his turn going how well they did.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Hey, even Weak Sauce Picard made lieutenant junior.
Focus in repair protocols.
Yep.
See, if you didn't watch much of TNG, you would think that was just a slight on Picard, but there is a literal Weak Sauce Picard out there who did
Yep.
only make it to like lieutenant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's just an actual episode.
It's a really good episode.
Yeah.
I wonder
Now-
when I get to have one of those. Sorry, what?
I could see this trait cutting either way, but I feel like it's more towards the positive side. Reckless Scavenger.
Comp increase.
Okay. No other effect?
That's it.
Okay. Dang.
The ship has a couple that you might ask for.
Yeah, let's do that.
Ooh, this is the love boat.
Ooh.
Couple you could
Trait
ask
of
for.
well-drilled crew on the Da Vinci.
Yeah, for comp.
We'll hit diff, sure.
Okay.
Case 2 comp 3. We've just swapped them.
Yeah.
And meticulously maintained hit comp, maybe? Cool.
I need to get one of those very squishy keyboards. Place this one. Although
They're
this
not
keyboard's
nearly
pretty
as
nice.
fun.
It's true,
Alright,
but they sound nicer on mic.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, some people don't like clicky clackies. Some people get mad at me.
Yeah. I personally don't mind, but I also have a clicky clack keyboard.
Yeah.
Why?
I'll spend a threat for third die.
Okay.
For gold. Alright. And methodical planning. While we're at it. Cool.
If was 2, so you generate 2. Oop. So you have you haven't repaired the breach, but at least you're not suffering the negatives of a structure. The
Yeah.
structure being breached the way it is. Until it gets breached again, then it becomes a whole new problem. But for now, it's okay. You've mitigated the current
It's
problem.
fine for now. We may have to scavenge some parts from other necessary systems, but it's fine.
Do you wish to keep? Because I don't think you kept the get to click.
You haven't kept. Do we want to throw somebody else?
I think that would depend on how Vin feels about Arias doing that whole shield breaker thing again, but this time on a Klingon ship that has much less resistance.
I feel much better about doing that. Jesus.
So, 2 momentum to keep.
2 to keep. Boop, boop.
And
Which ship do we want to try and...
You told us there was a Cavort and a
Katinga.
Those are both scale 4? Cavort may be scale 5. I can't remember. The Katinga is the older one, definitely.
Isn't the Cavort a scale 3? It's because it's a bird of prey, right? Well, it's a real big bird of prey.
Both targets are at medium range because they're sharing the same area.
Oh no, a Cavort is scale 5.
That's wild.
That's a new big one that they started shipping during the TNG era.
Got it.
Let's hit that Cavort then. That's the scary one.
But you shoot it with Tex.
So actually,
Fire torpedoes.
he's good at that. But you don't want to do that till shields. That might be the play there. Shield breaker with area. I mean, shield. Oh, actually, they're in the same. Are they in the same range band?
The area.
Oh, do yourself a shield breaker with area, and then a precision salvo maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Go for it.
I like Arias having the 1-2 punch there of a shield breaker salvo.
Hee hee. Hoo hoo.
But you're firing with Tex?
So gonna fire those phaser arrays. So I have to call area.
Yep.
First, right?
Right.
Do we want to pump any power into this?
Yeah, we've got a good amount of power back in. We haven't had really many breaches to engines, so it's not a critical thing at this moment.
I'm thinking 3 power.
And we still roll just one challenge die for click off that, right?
Yeah, you do get to roll for click, but it can only subtract by 1 power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd spend 3.
No effect from click.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to spend 3 threat.
Okay.
4 dice. Just so I have re-rolls on the board, should I need it. Didn't need it. I do need the ship, though.
Yep, weapon security for the ship. Rating 3 so far. Plus 1 more, 4.
Okay, and that wasn't enough to proc a thing with the increased security. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we didn't spend anything to increase the security, so.
It's fine. It's
No, yeah, that would have been a lot more power. I don't think we wanted to do that.
yep.
I'll also go methodical planning just for some more generation.
Damn, I was hoping you were going to forget. Yeah.
Look, I forget very frequently, GM, but not that frequently.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything this time. I was like, no, you already remembered on your own last time. I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll forget again? No? Alright, cool. Fuck me, I guess.
Okay. So spending. Do I have to spend 1 momentum or 2 momentum for shield breaker?
1.
Okay, so it'll apply to both ships.
Yes, because area is an attack that hits everything in. Is it, Mr. GM? Is that how that works? You might want to read that again. That sounds correct, though.
Yeah, I think area just hits all.
It hits 1
Because
ship
I think it works.
extra ship from an effect, and then other ships for more effects, I think.
You could have saved them, Mr. GM. I gave you all the clues.
What? Give me a second. Sorry, I had to collect myself for a second. Right.
I can't imagine why.
This attack automatically affects any vessel with damage within the area. And additional target within. Yeah, it's not treated as an additional attack, therefore you don't have to spend multiple times for Shield Breaker. That's what I was checking. It's different than Spread. Spread says it's like another hit. It's like another thing. It's like another attack just happened. Whereas with Area, it's all the same attack. That's my reading. So anyway, yes, Shield Breaker, you hit, roll your damage. Need at least one effect.
And you should have 5 in the box this time, because 2 from Shield Breaker and 3 from Power.
Okay. So put 5 in the Phaser Arrays box.
Yeah.
Cool.
That
Oh,
definitely hit.
wow.
That 100% hits both of them.
I'm not going to spend 2 momentum I'm not going to spend
Or 5.
anything. I'm not going to re-roll that one die.
Yeah.
I think that is a waste of that.
13 raw so far.
Ooh.
Arias really likes the number 13 tonight, I think.
I mean,
What
So
I'm
the Da Vinci only has a security of 2. Arias is like half of the security department, and he's totally
Yeah.
worth it. Like
Yeah.
he's what allows us to remain combat effective with a small security department.
Yeesh. I think here's the thing. I could use that too versatile to swift task.
Yeah, sure could.
You may wish to wait till I resolve breaches.
Mm-hmm. Well, the question is whether or not shields go down.
Oh, right. You're the Shield Breaker. Yeah, breaches are
I
irrelevant.
can't do breaches.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
breaches are irrelevant. I'm just trying to see if I pop their shields. I might want to spend. Yeah, we have. You know what? We have
Oh.
4 momentum.
Let him tell you the result.
Yeah. Let me do the math real quick.
Oh, okay.
I'm dealing with 2 different ships.
Yes.
So some calculation delay will happen. Cause Area does the same damage. Yeah. It doesn't do the spread thing. It's 13 both vessels, right? Therefore, 13 minus that is that. So come here. Come here, I said. Oop. Right? Did shields pop from those? No shield pop from either vessel.
Okay. Do I have to spend for? I'm trying to think of do I have to spend the momentum to eat away at resistance separately for each vessel?
Yes, because they're 2 different targets. Oh wait,
Okay,
hold on, maybe not. Sorry, just making sure I'm not cheating you. I'm like, wait a minute, it might be worded in a way that I'm actually incorrect.
Right.
I'm doing bonus damage. Increased damage inflicted by successful attack. Each momentum adds 1 damage. Oh wait, no, you're doing a penetration. Inflicted by current attack ignores 2 resistance for each momentum. Because it's Area, you only spend it once. Because you're hitting both of them in the same sweep. It's a more penetrating
Okay.
attack. Yes, okay.
All right.
Brain.
In which case, I am going to spend. What do you guys say?
Both
3 or-
versatile.
Yeah, definitely both of the versatile. But you think I should spend any more?
No, for them to have much more than that, they would need to have like
Something truly ridiculous.
they would have to have like what do you call it? Redundant something where they gives you +1.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm just gonna pump both of my versatile into trying to eat away at their resistance.
I believe they both just popped. Okay. You popped, and you probably popped. Yeah, they both shields popped.
Ooh. Okay. 2 momentum to keep.
What do you mean?
Keep?
Or swift task.
There.
Sorry, swift task.
Yeah, you have no legal target for keep. Oh, you do, I guess. No, you don't. Yes, anyway,
No, you don't.
Swift.
We've already kept.
Swift task.
Swift.
That's the plan.
Swift task.
Okay, time to do torpedoes. I haven't done torpedoes in a while, guys.
So you're gonna declare to him full. Hold on.
I know, just firing off the difficulty before I forget it.
So with quantum torpedoes,
Oh yeah, you're gonna need a threat because I'm gonna have to take a minor to
You-
calibrate them.
you have a minor without.
Yeah, you haven't
Oh.
minored yet.
You've one
Oh.
minor.
I still have them. Okay, I do have a minor then.
Yeah, so you have
Um,
Minor to
calibration with
calibrate.
minor.
yeah,
Yeah.
minor to calibrate.
So a high yield combined with 5 damage and at least one and no shields. That's 3 breaches. And you can get piercing one. So I don't think a normal salvo would take out either ship. So I think a full spread is needed. I'm trying to find it where it describes full spread in the book.
Yeah, I haven't done this in so long.
It's been a while, yeah. Like, we almost never fire torpedoes in the first place. And, yeah.
231.
Oh,
Oh,
it's part
okay.
of the description of torpedo. Sorry. So that adds 2 more to threat, plus 1 to challenge dice to the damage, and grants spread.
It doesn't actually do area. You're just hitting one guy really hard with a salvo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely gonna want to hit the
Cavort. Yeah.
the cavort because the cavort's their heavy hitter.
So I think you just declare a full spread. It doesn't change the difficulty. It does more damage. It gives the GM 2 more threat. And then you'll also declare that you are giving a momentum for precision salvo, which is going to give you piercing 1.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, what's the resource spend again?
1
3
momentum.
and 1? Say again, sorry.
Oh, that's up to you. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I have to spend 1 momentum for the precision, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then 2 threat. You said.
It's 3 threat.
3 threat, because
3
escalation
threat.
1 for torpedoes, and then 2 for the
Salvo.
salvo.
Ooh, okay. Yep. And then I'm gonna spend 1 momentum, 2 threat for 4 dice. Because I have to hit a diff 4.
I say let's use positronic computer core, pump up the security from 2 to 3. That'll help your chance to hit,
Yes.
and it'll help the damage.
Well, it won't help damage on torpedoes. Torpedoes don't scale off of ship; they just scale off of themselves.
I thought they were security plus weapon. Is it? It's just.
No, torpedoes just do flat damage.
Ah.
Yeah.
It'll still help the 2 hit though,
It does help
Which
to,
is-
yeah.
and the crit.
And that was a power spend.
Yes.
2 part. Yeah. So, you
roll for click.
Hey!
Did we roll click for?
Oh! Oh!
2 plus ship.
No, we didn't. No.
Or that's a good effect. You've made a salvo of torpedoes are making contact with the cavort.
Methodical planning.
Ah,
No dice.
actually one die, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll your
what am I
damage,
set-
Baldy.
Yep. What am I
So,
set? What do you
I
need me to?
think it's already correct because the last time we used torpedoes, we used Arias. So quantum torpedoes, I think, are normally
They're normally
three.
4.
Are they normally 4?
Yeah, they're normally 4.
They're better than
Okay.
photons.
Then,
Yeah,
then
photons
you
are
have
normally
5 in
three.
the box because you have precision salvo.
Mm-hmm.
Also remember to add +1 because of salvo.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
salvo also adds 1, so we're at 6 dice for quantums.
6, not 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have
Here we-
piercing 1, vicious 1. This is going to be nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
Okay,
spend.
never mind.
Hang on, I'm gonna spend a momentum to re-roll some of that, cause no.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool.
Reroll the whole thing, you coward.
Try that again. There
Damn
we
it.
go.
Much better.
So that's so you spread on them. So
13 total.
that's definitely breaches no matter what. Well, actually, let me do the math.
It is 13.
No,
yeah,
no,
it's 13.
piercing's gonna kill their resistance. So it's all hits.
Yeah.
So that's normal. I don't have shields. At least 5 happened. Sorry, 5 happened. No shields. High yield. In the first, I got spread. Still has high yield. Ow, ow. The cavort blows up.
Yeah.
As a
This is
salvo
good
of
feeling.
quantum torpedoes just rip it apart.
That like,
The
even in
playground
like
side of this is
combat time,
terrifying.
they weren't here for a full round.
Yeah.
Like
They
a-
arise, hit a phasers in the face, and then a just chest full of quantum torpedoes.
Yeah, Arias like was engaging the ship, the station, and then like sending telemetry over to help Carpenter, and then like took 5 seconds out of what he was doing to just annihilate one cavort.
And drop the shields on a Katinga.
Yeah, if only he still had a point of determination. Because
I mean, you could give him one if you have one.
Did he spend it?
Termination?
Actually, it's a good question. Did he?
I feel like no, because his value is minimal casualties, maximum efficiency. I think I was
I think I just did maximum casualties.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Maximum casualties, maximum efficiency. That's a
I
new
don't
one.
think
Because you
there's
argued to
not
the
a
GM that
standing.
you're minimizing our casualties. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't.
Hey, I'll take it. Look, that was.
Yeah, without the mission directive, I think we just have to in there.
I pumped a lot into that. Oh,
We should mark that.
5.
Brass has determination then.
oh. Let me guess, another one's gonna show up.
Oh, for sure.
Another one? What are you talking about? Another pair of cavort
two.
Katingas decloak.
God damn it!
Yeah. Understandable.
You're attacking their base. There's a bunch of ships hiding out here. They just weren't involved. They were just kind of like, do we need to get involved? Yeah, we need to get involved.
Good news.
Oh, yeah, that
we
one's
only
up.
have to survive this for about 11 hours and 55 more minutes.
Oh, that's great news. Why didn't you
What
set up
happens
sooner?
then?
We can QSD out.
What about us?
needs of the Starfleet commander. Needs of the Starfleet.
the cavort will open fire.
Great. Good for
It is at a different range band. I have to peek back to figure out where the hell they are, because I knew who the close boys. Oh, that's right. That's right. These guys are at one medium, long, extreme. No, I have to move them close. Unless no, these guys.
I don't like that sentence.
So no, I need to move them. So Cavort is going to maneuver, is going to impulse closer to you. What's it? And then he's going to the Cavort is going to keep initiative so it gets to shoot. Its buddy won't get. So the Cavort moved. The Katinga is at like extreme plus number. Like they both decloak very far away, and then the Cavort basically raced over and then gets into firing range.
You want to do distance in like a blue tally? Like close being 1, medium being 2. That way we know.
Sure. Because you would know. Because the reason I'm giving you incomplete information is because you guys don't. Oh, you guys haven't done a sweep yet, but you would know ranges because you would see them shooting at you. So this guy is at 1. So we'll say 1 is close because you could be in contact. You could literally be docked. You could be at 0. You're at 2. You're at 3. 4, 5, 6 essentially.
Ooh, okay. Well, at least they're not right on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all spread out for like someone coming out of system, not someone just popping right next to the station. It's like, whoa, how do you just appear like that? It's like quantum slipstream. So the Cavort is opening fire on you with it's gonna fire its disruptors. It would love to fire torpedoes, but you got your shields up, so that's not a good move for them to do. Oh, computer. Work with me.
They're also at diff 4. Combat attack squadron plus override. Or swift ass, sorry.
And if they torpedoed, it's diff 4 anyway. They're better off just shooting you.
It'd be higher. It'd be higher than diff 4 because.
Well, it's diff 3 because they're at the right range, and then +1 because of your defender, so it turns into 4 anyway.
And then +1 again for swift task.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, they definitely have to shoot. So, well, actually, in that case, then they're firing the disruptor cannons. They're out of range. There's defense, and they swift, so it's diff 5 anyway. Yeah, disruptors. They need to get your shields down. They just straight up need to do. Buying 2 additional dice. Plus ship. Ship probably help.
Just pretty good.
Yeah, that definitely.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? That's correct. 3 is 2 lower than what they needed. They missed. I have no way to reroll that. Yeah, they closed along and fired. But they're between them rushing the fight and your combat attack squadron. And the distance, you have enough time to kind of weave your way out of the way before they hit you. Oh yeah, I didn't. Oh no. It's one less, but it doesn't matter. I kept because they act their scale. That doesn't matter. They still miss. I could swift. No, it's better to swift because then I can keep for the Katinga. Yeah. Except I can't. I don't have enough to keep. Never mind. It's your turn. Except you can't go, so it goes to them anyway. So I just wasted swift for no good reason.
Wait, why can't we go?
All players have gone.
Players.
Yeah, fair.
Cavort Actually, you know what? Tinga's gonna try to cloak. I
Sit there, hope they
die.
don't fail.
Diff 3, 2.
It's
Close.
base diff 3, I think.
Yep, diff 2. Higher requirement of 3. That chip. That's enough. Katinga vanishes.
Good for them.
General Korath is going to try to rally, but he's not at difficulty 0. He's at diff 1 because he's pissed off. Nope. Generates no stuff, so his hero action's wasted. The Cavort that attacked you is gonna try to. The Katinga's gonna move closer. He'll try to move closer again. Succeeded. It's gonna shoot at medium range with its phaser array.
To diff 3.
Diff 2, they miss.
Well, we'll still have the combat squadron rates at diff 3.
Yeah. No, I mean, sorry, they got 2 hits, they whiffed.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's fine where they are. They didn't get hit with shields, so they're okay. Oh, sorry. They're at a different range. They went da-da, so they're there, so they're Cavort will try to move a little. No, it kind of wants to hang back. It wants to be a good torpedo range. Station. Can't really do a whole lot that's relevant to you. Oh, I know what it can do. I know. No, that still needs security. Damn it. You limited their actions so much because you hit their security department.
Yeah.
Fudge. All right.
It doesn't say anything about it, but can they take it back or no?
I would. The only way I would be able to get rid of it is engage you in combat and defeat you in a separate combat. That's
Okay.
just not. That's not good for them. Okay?
Mhm.
They can't board you because your shields are up. They can take pot shots. Not the station, but the other guys can take pot shots at you. Or they can generate power.
Yeah, because
Pot shots won't matter because
Each
it gets
shot
harder and
would
harder.
increase the difficulty so they become impossible almost.
Oh, I know what to do. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. I've been on the player side of the table before. I know exactly what I would do. I would scan for weakness. The difficulty is increased because you're further away, but whatever. I'll give it a actually, you know what I'll do? Better yet. Mr. Cavort fires a probe to your zone.
Please, just Cavort. Mr. Cavort was my father.
And you blew him up?
Then for his next action, he will scan for weakness.
Just like diff 4.
No,
Oh,
because the
of
probe
probes.
brought it down by 2. Or rather, it uses the probe's range to you, basically, instead of its range. That said, though, that still missed. It wasted its... It fired the probe and tried to scan you for weakness, but it didn't find it. Mr. Katinga is... Whoops, he didn't move. What am I doing? Still there. They did. There's one more. He will try to rally. Generate 1 threat. Good for you. Boop. Mr. Katinga will fire a probe at you. No, it won't. It will instead try to generate some power back. It succeeded. Hidden Katinga does things. It's going to try to generate some power. I mean, it does. Unfortunately, it decloaks in the process. So fields are still down. Hey, Mr. Katinga, you probably want to recloak. That's probably... Oh, you lose up a lot of power, though. We got some back. We're going to waste our time cloaking again? We are. God damn it.
Added increased difficulty because this is the second time, right?
2 and 3. Barely. You idiots. Wasted my time, you stupid.
Through sheer incompetence.
At this point, they should just be trying to ram us, honestly.
They're not quite that brave.
Considering that
they haven't read the Winchester Book of Tactics.
Yeah.
Because that's page 1 through the final page. They just ran.
Through the final page.
It's the whole thing. It's actually just a ramming manual.
The station tries to do something.
Uh-oh.
It does not succeed. You saw some sort of energy surge come from the station, and whatever they were trying to do, they canceled it out. You're not sure what they were trying to do. I mean, station wouldn't matter. Me getting a sensor scan for weakness for me doesn't help the other guys. That's their problem. Because the problem is there is a way to get back to fix complications, but I need security to do it. The security department is what repels borders. But you haven't taken the station, you just hindered their ability to repel you. So if you go around wheedling down, if you manage to get every one of the departments locked down, the station is taken at that point. It's just a long process of you running around getting control.
Basically, we have to survive 5 rounds.
Oh, what station?
We're doing pretty good right now. I mean, we took some breaches at the beginning, but that was critical to get Carpenter over there.
Oh, I'm friggin'... I know what I can do.
Oh no.
Bam. Bam. Thank you. I'll take a single threat for that. As the station launches its fighters. Doi.
Oh.
Is that not a security action?
It is a command action. Or con action.
Okay.
Good thing to ask, though. All that does, though, because we're not at fleet combat.
Be able to land.
Yeah.
They'll be able to launch, but they won't be able to land because I know what's next.
Actually, with all of this talk of a special ability, I think engineering should be next.
Okay.
Because knowing how this went last time, if this special ability goes off, you're gonna be in like the Delta Quadrant or something.
Their combat attack squadron.
Atoms will be all around the galaxy.
The combat attack squadron is their combat attack squadron's countering yours. That's all they've done. Because we're not in fleet combat, they're an advantage, so they're just gonna cancel out yours.
Okay. There's a question. If we want to do something about that, could we do something about that with an area attack?
They're in the same area as your fighters, though.
Okay.
You could do like a command action to make your guys disengage from them to get distance, reassert your advantage.
But I didn't know if okay. But if we do that, we get our guys out of the way. Is there a chance that some kind of attack action can eliminate that?
Yes.
Or is okay. Don't need to hold it up. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's worth asking. What else can I do, Station? I can call for help.
A very smooth forehead of you.
Forehead of you.
I am going to attempt to signal jam, so Carpenter can't call back to the ship, and the ship can't talk to Carpenter.
Yeah, I'm picturing, Carpenter is, talking with her lieutenants in the middle of a firefight, and she's like, Da Vinci, I need Da Vinci? Oh, fuck.
And then, yeah, we hear you. Sorry, we're busy. Oh, okay. Because they failed the signal jam. There's like a delay of like, oh no, we lost. Oh, they're back.
Oh, they're back. Oh, well.
Panic for no reason. I'm okay. We're fine. Okay, so that was. I might just. I might wait.
Stations.
I might waive the rest of the station's actions because I can't. With security down, I can't do anything to you.
And you almost don't have enough threat to attempt the same things again, right? Because they keep increasing in difficulty.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, that requires security. Damn it. Oh.
You're gonna get a medal out of this, I swear.
No, I'm not. Carpenter has rolled garbage for reputation every session she's been in.
I will regenerate shields for the station.
Is that not use
That's-
security?
Oh
God
god
damn.
damn. He uses engineering.
It is engineering.
Now you
That's
hit
what
well, you stupid station. God. God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I mean, I'll need it to bring up friggin' shields a bunch.
Yeah, because you only get 2 points for free.
Oh no, I don't even get 7. So I only gained 5. Shields are up at all. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I need the shields to be as up as possible, so you can't hit me again.
If only us shooting you was the serious threat to that station at the moment.
Well, you might be there. You might be there to destroy them, and just who knows?
Oh yeah, I mean, yes, the Da Vinci, not Carpenter, is the severe threat to the station. Fear.
Oh, they're
everything on the
Klingons. They're
outside.
trusting in their battle.
Actually, I'm gonna be far meaner than that to them. Forget that. So I had 5, right? I had 5, so I'm gonna spend 4 of that to have another Katinka show up. This one is at medium range. It's just gonna shoot first. Actually, you've been proving pretty hard to hurt. Well, no, you haven't. It's just a matter of just hit the stupid thing. But scan for weakness. Why not? We have a bunch of turns. Scan for weakness. You're right next to me.
Still do 4.
To scan?
At medium range. Yeah, scan for weakness is close range, and then difficulty increases for each one after that.
So diff 1, now diff 2.
The task increases in diff by 1 for each range category beyond close. So 1 and then 2. And the base diff the base diff is only 1, so
Right.
Yeah, it's diff 3, sorry.
What? Huh? Why is it diff 3? Because you're not in contact. There's contact, close, medium, right? They're at close right now, so you're only 1 range band away.
Oh, I thought you said they were at medium.
Yeah.
Sorry, the task is on page 223. I may be confusing you, and you may be confusing me.
Yeah, the difficulties too. I can promise. Did I roll for them yet? That their roll? I don't think. Wait, it was 3 and 1. Yeah.
Yeah, you just rolled for them, I think. Because you said scan for weakness and then dice hit the board, so.
15 definitely didn't make it. The 8 did. The 14. They're Katinka. Severe. They're itty bitty. Super good No, they failed at the scan for weakness. No. Oh well. We'll just shoot.
Again, this reinforces the idea that we have no weaknesses.
Wow.
Oh
We
god.
have no weaknesses.
So they fired with their phaser banks and overloaded them. They no longer have phaser banks. Apparently, they are such disrepair, and this has been scavenged from some mothballed yard during the rebellion that they never got around to maintenance schedules. So their phaser banks are gone. Thankfully, they have other weapons. You stupid, idiotic. All right.
More than anything, this gives Haifa a sense of superiority because maintaining the Da Vinci is like 90% of what she does.
We'll try to regenerate power. We did it and got one out of it.
Because they only spent one.
I mean, what else are they gonna do, right? You know what? You might shoot back. You might have it in your mind to shoot at them. Let's start being dodgy boys. Dodgy boys time. Where's Nav? So many cheat sheets open. Oh my god, I haven't looked up this many rules all at once.
I feel like I'm actually getting a good refresher on how half this system works. We've never done this in a long time.
Yeah, we've done so much, intrigue and station politics that how we're like, oh, we have to do starship combat? Wait, what?
I mean, we're doing pretty good for being rusty.
1, 2.
Yeah, I think we're doing all right.
I only needed the 1. So I gain 1 back. They are evading. Yeah, this particular contingent is harder to hit. Because he watched everyone else. He did what he could. Dodgy boy. How do I do dodgy boy again? I haven't done this. How do I say you're dodgy? I forget how I used to do
Evasive
it.
action?
Well, no. I have markers I use usually. I'm trying to remember what the hell.
Yeah.
We'll say this is dodgy. There. That one's dodgy. Everyone who could act has acted. The station has more turns, but honestly, there's nothing they can do other than hope that the reinforcements save them. The turn goes to the players after all that.
My thoughts would be let's have Carpenter take down a system,
That was my thought.
and then make sure whatever you do, keep at the end of that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Carpenter's going to say, well, we've shut down their phaser banks and torpedo holes for now. Fire Team Bravo, stay here and defend our points. The rest of you come with me. We're going to shut down their engineering base next. We can't have them regenerate shields again or we're never getting out of here.
Control command, difficulty of 3. As it looks like their engineering area is more fortified than their security areas.
I wonder why.
That's okay. If this is an action, I won't take it. But can I just think for a second? Is that in line with what I would expect for a Klingon vessel, or does that seem odd?
That's very odd. You would always
Okay.
prioritize. I mean, engines are important, but they're not more important than. If anything, it makes it hard just to get to engineering. The amount of blocks they put in. It actually makes engineering less effective compared to the rest of the station. It's almost like it's isolated or detached from the rest of the station.
Oh, because if something were to go wrong, I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we all might get weird kinds of space cancer from this, but the needs of the Federation and so on. Okay. 1 threat, 2 momentum, 4 threat. Okay, so 5 threat, 2 momentum. Because I'm just gonna get a full mid again. A focus in team dynamics for organizing this big team operation.
Yep.
Or the Admiralty focus, which is normally strategy and tactics. I have to sneeze. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
I think sneezing matters quite a bit.
You still have well-drilled crew from the Da Vinci.
Does that come into play here?
Yep. Because you have them running around with you.
Okay, so that drops difficulty to 2. Okay. 5 dice, diff 2. We're gonna... I like those odds.
Methodical planning.
Yeah.
I'll reroll that.
Wow.
You know, if I had to spend for a trait after this, after these 2 events, I feel like the Da Vinci needs the trait like Carpenter's Raiders or something like that. There's just a group of like misfits who are always ready to go with Carpenter on a seizure mission.
Plus, there's going to be a floating momentum from my assist.
Okay, by the way, Winchester, you gotta roll the assist.
For the ship.
Security.
I think it was sensor security. That's what I rolled last time, because the GM said sensors made me.
Oh, yeah. Sensor security. You're right. Yep. I'm the one who goofed. Oop. I forgot what I ruled on earlier.
Okay, so that is 8 momentum. So we shut down 1 point automatically. I assume that's not enough.
Their engineering is not 1.
All right, 2 more.
Their engineering is not 2.
We were at 8 to begin with because Thralic
I
generated.
have an extra momentum
Yeah.
that should have been tracked.
So we should be at 6 now.
But the difficulty was 2, yeah?
Yeah.
7 minus 2 is 5. So you're at 5 momentum.
Yeah, but I generate a bonus momentum from my assist succeeding that's not tied to number of successes.
Okay.
Okay, 2 more.
Boop. I said boop boop. Thank you.
It's,
Their engineering is in fact 3. So things change.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
As we've now forced our way into 2/6, so 1/3 of their ship station.
yeah. And I believe also eliminated their ability to self-destruct because that's an engineering task.
Yeah. As you breach into the engineering areas, and fire your way in, you find, because the first complication that you created was just hurting some of the engineers, breaking some of the things, and then as you're fighting your way further and further in, you find that now that it's disabled, there are a couple problems. Now, one, on the plus side, the thing you wanted to happen, you don't want them to control power distribution, you don't want them to be able to do self-destruct, you don't want them to beam anywhere.
We don't want them regenerating shields.
Unfortunately, they were, it seems engineering section. The reason it's isolated is because it has a unique transceiver connecting to the planet it's orbiting over. It's targeting a class something planet. You don't know at the moment, so you would need a roll to figure this out. But it is looking like that they were trying to do something to a target device within the ocean of the planet.
Oh god damn it! Did they find a inheritor site?
And it looks like it is unstable, but it has not lost containment. Like they were trying to do something, they screwed up, and whatever they screwed up is bad. Like the all I can tell you on a glance is that it's unstable. You don't know precisely what that means without sitting there and reading the readings.
Is the thing on the station unstable, or the thing on the planet is unstable?
The thing on the planet is unstable. The control They were trying to do something to the unknown device from the station. And it could only be done from the engineering area.
Since we haven't activated Mila, you might we might say that she's with you, and it's not going to really help you on your Swift task or anything, but that may be important.
Yeah. I'll take. If that's okay with you, GM.
Certainly, because if she hasn't been activated, then we can presume narratively she was in the away team the whole time.
Then they walk into the engineering bay. Take the prisoners, clear out who's there, see these alerts, and Carpenter calls over the ensign and says, "You're the only scientist on this away mission. You have to figure out what this is and how big of a problem it is."
Do you wish to Swift to direct them, or do you wish to...
I don't think I can direct them, because I already directed once this combat. Can't you only direct once?
Yeah, you're right, yeah. You would have to... you could keep to them. Or determination spend, but I think you already did.
Yeah,
Can you determination spend to...
You need determination to spend.
Oh, so that would be to keep for the cost of a determination, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think you could spend 3 to give me mine back, and then I could give it back to you. But
No, I'm not. I'm not the first officer. I'm an adjutant.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Sorry, I've just gotten so used to you being here.
Yeah.
We have momentum. Just spend 2 momentum.
Yeah, sure. I'll just spend 2 momentum to keep.
Yeah, Thralic, I'm going to take Carpenter.
So, who's going to take up Ensign Mila? I think that might be in the hands of our science officer player.
Sure.
So,
what is the check?
What are you looking into? There is the scan of the planet, which you don't know what kind of planet it is at the moment. There's also the console that's the unique engineering console that you don't know exactly what it controls, what it's trying to do. And there's also readings about the facility that they are trying to control. So there's 3 different things you can look at. That's relevant. You can look at all kinds of things, but those are the 3 things I imagine you care about.
Carpenter, any specific orders?
Yeah, she directs you to the console with the strange readings and says you have to figure out what this problem is, and if it's a problem we can deal with now or later.
Okay. Aye, Commander. So what would, to look into this, what would that be?
You're trying to figure out what the console does?
Yeah. I think for now that's...
We know what the console does. It's connected to some sort of strange device on the planet's ocean. We need to figure out what the readings on the planet are, how big of a problem they are.
Well, we only know that the thing is connected to the planet. We don't actually know what it does.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, reason plus question mark?
Because I heard you guys debating different things, so I was like, oh, I'll stop.
I think the console is what Carpenter was concerned about first, right?
Sure, go with that.
The console? Reason engineering, difficulty 3.
Because I'm in communication with you, I'll spend 1 momentum to give you a 5 in engineering and a focus in computers, GM?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So what does that change me to? So I have
5 engineering, basically.
Okay, I'll just use my science for that, because...
Yeah. Easier to keep track. and you have a focus.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna spend 1 momentum to threat. Because this seems very important.
2 threat.
Methodical planning.
Yep.
You get a reroll there, but
I don't know what to tell you.
wow.
I tried.
2 generated.
Clearly.
This feels like one of those times you definitely quash, though.
Yes, definitely.
I miss
And,
Dune,
there's-
where you guys don't get to quash things. You just either accept or
there
give me
should
threat.
be. We can use 1 momentum from
Oh, that's right,
my assist thing. So yeah,
Yep.
the
Cool.
weird talent I have, maximized efficiency.
Yeah, honestly, I would be in favor of in second ed making the cost of quashing comp more expensive, considering they're almost completely trivial in this version.
So, according to this what this console is trying to do is it is trying to harmonize the warp system of the station with the power generation of the device that it's linked to, such that they're able to, and like there's a bit of like that sort of like technobabbly, like you're trying to piece together what it is, and then it clicks. You're like, this seems so alien and weird, and even for Klingons, like Klingons are a known tech by this point. What the hell are they doing? And then it snaps onto you. You've seen this before in the writings of Ensign Ven, of the writing of Ven,
Yeah.
regarding how quantum power is transmitted between a station to a something in orbit to something on a planet. This is an Aquarius type or an inheritor type facility that they're trying to link power into the station. The problem is they were trying to do something on that line, but you interrupted them. So now it's this very unstable mess, which for 8 momentum, as you're looking at momentum, for 8 threat to shift the scene forward, because now combat becomes a lot less relevant to you, because Mila at the moment sees that there's a unique problem. So new scene, so your combat turns get reset. Mila sees that this may not be a warp core, but as you were studying it, it looks like it's unstable in the way a warp core breach is unstable, and you have no idea what's going to happen if that blows up. The station won't blow up, the facility is going to. So at the end of the round, I roll a challenge die. If I hit an effect, it blows, and it incrementally gets worse.
Commander, I recognize this. I haven't read his logs incredibly thoroughly, but this is consistent with what I've seen in the reports from Ensign Ven. They're trying to link up their power systems to an inheritor-type facility on the planet's surface. And if I don't stabilize it soon, it's going to go critical. Now, exactly what that's going to mean, I don't know, but I honestly would not like to find out the hard way.
Shut them down, Ensign. Shut them down, Ensign. We'll provide cover for you.
Okay, Ensign Mila would like to try and do that, to try to stabilize this mess.
Okay, 1 second.
The good thing is you do have a standing directive for this. To
You sure
decrease
do?
reliance on inheritor technology where possible.
I do also have a value
This
called
is a
Safety
place.
First.
Yeah.
It doesn't say decrease our reliance, so decreasing the
says
Klingons'
decrease the
reliance
reliance.
counts too, I think.
I could probably throw my
Yeah.
my value at it.
Also, Starfleet doesn't quit, right? Now would be a terrible time to quit.
Yeah, Starfleet doesn't quit; they resign. It's
In
very
fact,
different.
I think all of Mila's values apply here.
Yep.
That would be a cool thing to be like a boon or something you could get in like second edition is like if the GM thinks all of your values apply, like something should happen.
What kind of task is it? Engineering?
Oh, I should type it in there. Sorry.
Yeah, like I see the extended task. Oh, awesome.
Varying our control plus engineering. Work 13, magnitude 5, resistance 4, difficulty 5.
Oh god, why isn't Ben here?
I guess
good
let me
news.
go ahead and spend a momentum to bring you up to engineering 5. Focus in EPS systems or QSD.
QSD would apply. At comp increase, because it's not precisely what's going on. But
I do have warp core systems if that helps better.
Same thing. You would need like quantum power systems or inheritor tech or something like that.
Yeah. Again, Ben isn't here.
But you can get a focus with comp increase. So.
Yep. And I'll just be using science because that's again that is the correct value.
I think if you do your normal task, a swift task and a determination, I think you might be able to finish this in one.
You might be able to.
In one go.
So, GM, I'd like to trigger methodical planning on this.
Yeah.
Cool. Then that means that you'll benefit from my coordinated efforts as well. So you get to choose between Scrutinize 2 or Progression 1, essentially Vicious or Piercing, for your challenge dice on this roll.
I think the Scrutinize 2 will be helpful because that Resistance 4 is gnarly.
Yeah, agreed.
First, I think I am going to spend, if it hasn't already been spent, I'm going to spend a determination on the value safety first.
Yeah.
And because I think you're gonna need it to pull this off in one round, I'm going to challenge. Let's see.
Yeah,
I want
sorry,
to
I don't have
challenge
vision
value so you can
for you
still
right now.
take 3 actions. GM, would you let me challenge act first or be at the whims of others? Because I'm basically letting the Da Vinci be pummeled as I'm trying to guide Mila through this with my engineering knowledge.
I'll let you challenge it.
Okay. So you get your determination back, so that'll allow.
Multiple uses of this. Okay, take 5 threat.
5 threat die.
Control science.
Essentially,
So
yeah.
I have 2 hits. I need 3.
You get a reroll from advisor.
Yep.
Thank you. I am going to Pike Medal of Valor this.
Forcing the
so
one.
I get I get a crit, which is also going to still generate a bonus momentum. So 2 hits plus float from me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by my count. 8 hits. On a diff 5, therefore 3 was generated.
10 hits because there was a termination spend, right?
Plus 2 more.
Okay.
I require of you 7 challenge dice.
7 challenge dice. Here we go.
That's an amazing amount of effects.
I am going to spend. You generate the bonus momentum. I'm going to spend it to reroll 3.
Yep. that scrutinize means there is effectively no resistance on this.
Oh, I thought you were doing
Far and away.
the.
Nope, I was doing the scrutinize.
Oh, you were?
'cause
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
Scrutinize
figured
two.
that resistance was gonna. I figured the resistance was gonna be a
7.
pain.
7 work. Of the 13, you get 1 magnitude, which decreases difficulty by 1. Whoops, by 1, not 2-1, friggin' brain. So the first magnitude is just, you're trying to figure out the precise way they've reordered this, because you're doing it through a Klingon Elcars type system, not a Starfleet one, so you're like, okay, what are all the buttons? What do they all do? Okay, I figured it out. All right, now that I figured out how this silly thing works, now I need to do something.
Okay.
I would take progression 1 on the second roll because you have enough momentum now that spending 2 for piercing on the resistance is a lot.
I
More
am
achievable, I
also, so that I don't have to deal with that whole increased complication range thing. I am going to, as I go into this next task, I am going to spend 2 momentum to walking encyclopedia and give myself a focus in inheritor tech.
Ha!
Nice.
Very well.
And I'll spend another momentum to give you engineering 5.
As I'm actually now remembering a good bit of detail about Ven's logs.
I like to imagine that like you are actively pulling up Ven's logs and like scanning through them as you work on this, and you can just like hear in the distance like phaser fire going off as we continue to try to hold this point.
Very Starfleet way of solving a problem.
It's an incredibly Starfleet way, yeah. I love it.
God, where is Ven?
How are you keeping your turn, friends?
I think the question is when is Ven?
We already
Aha,
kept once.
that's true.
I don't think we're
No,
keeping yet.
Mila has no the combat reset because the scene changed.
And then I went, and then we kept for Mila.
Wait, huh? How did
No,
you...
You didn't go. No, you went at the
Mila's
end. of-
first acting in the round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
do we want Mila to swift here?
Well, or someone could direct Mila,
No,
Also
no.
true.
because it's a new scene.
Yeah. So
Just remember, the bad guys are still out there shooting at things. You might not have a Da Vinci.
That's true.
use your swift task.
Okay.
Take another shot at it. Then use your determination that I gave you to take a third shot. Keep it, and I will get you. Me or Carpenter will get you through the 4th run.
Okay.
How do
So
you want
yeah,
to get?
we have 4 shots at it if you use determination once.
Okay,
I
so
think determination was used on the roll, though,
But I
right?
gave it back to him.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'll spend determination to take another shot at it.
Okay.
Then. Cool. Difficulty goes back up to 5, I think.
Sure.
Difficulty doesn't change because determination.
Oh,
Sure,
does
why
it?
not? I'll pull it up to 5. I agree with you.
Wonderful.
The GM, however, says otherwise.
1, 2,
Wunderbar.
3, 4. There goes some of your work.
Oh, great. Awesome. I love this. I'm gonna say
Buttons. Sorry, I was just guessing.
I'm gonna say take 6
6. How?
threat. Or wait, I'm sorry. Hang on.
Yeah,
Um,
6.
Take 4
Oh, yeah, big
threat
six.
2 momentum.
4, 13 momentum? Okay. Sorry, I'm not used to getting a full mint in this game. Sorry.
We roll one of those zeros. There we
Oh, nice.
go.
And then the admiral, right?
Advisor, yeah.
Boop.
Cool. Plus bonus, yep.
5. 1, 2, 6, 7. So 2 generated. Boop, boop. Your challenge, ice friend.
Are we going for progression or scrutinize in this one?
I'm gonna try scrutinize on this one, just see how the numbers work out.
Scrutinize is the piercing one.
Oh, sorry, the
Progression.
Progression.
progression. I'm gonna see how the progression works out for this one.
Should we roll any of that?
I'll spend 1 to reroll 2.
Okay.
It seems like a gamble I'm willing to take. That was a worthwhile gamble.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus 4, 4. 7 so far. Is a magnitude. 7 on 3 puts you to 10. Gets you to your second magnitude. Difficulty drops by 1. As you start familiarizing, you start trying to figure out what the fluctuation between the two systems is, how they relate to each other, if messing with the warp core here helps or hinders anything that's going on down there. You're trying to figure out precisely how these two things are interacting with each other and how you can manage what you should and shouldn't be doing.
You can spend 2 momentum to break the work trap.
What he needs
Another-
that to swift task for the
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah. Then I spend 2 to swift task.
And I'll
That's
spend
good.
1 to bump
Sure.
engineering to 5. Yes, Ensign Mila, the exact opposite of Ensign or Lieutenant Vin, has an admiral and a fleet captain talking in her ear, and no problem handling it. The admiral's not speaking in her ear, but
Yeah,
like in the
the
back of her
admiral's not in
mind,
her
the fleet
ear.
admiral's saying things.
And there's a commander yelling at her to pick up the pace, and she can still handle it.
Yeah.
Mean. You're all mean.
All it means is we're gonna have to have Mila give you counseling.
Oh god, that's even worse.
We'll just promote her to take your place, or like be like at equal level to you, and then that pressure of maybe being replaced will finally push you to improve yourself.
Or it'll give him another trauma.
Okay, this time I am going to give you 6 threat.
Okay.
Well, that's still 5 hits, because I think, is that what the difficulty's still at that, right?
It's currently at 3, yep.
Oh, what's the difficulty's at 3, but that goes up to 4 because I swift task.
That's true, yes.
And
So
you
you're up by 1 on it so far.
Mine's assist.
You're up by 2. Plus the float.
Float.
Progression or scrutinize.
Scrutinize, because progression, because I found that progression actually worked better.
You would think that. Ball bearing, walking, son of a. 1, 2.
I'll spend 1 to reroll 2 because it worked so well last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2,
I'll
3,
take that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 4.
6.
6. 16 of 13. You break the work track. And you got at least 5. So 2 magnitude done. You go up to 4 or 5 magnitude. Difficulty drops to 1. And as you rapidly start moving through, it's like once you figure out what the relation between the two of them is, like, okay, you can't talk to the thing down there. There's not a whole lot. It's kind of running away with itself anyway, and you kind of need to be down there. There's a lag. You're like, okay, well, it is harmonizing, sort of. Well, disharmonizing with the, if there's a dissonance between the planet and the Klingon warp system. So if you just mess with the warp system, that should do it. I mean, it will at least not be a runaway problem. You'll need to send someone down there to make sure it won't ever do that again, because it looks like it's kind of damaged in the first place. That's part of the problem that the Klingons, that you realized, but the Klingons had yet to realize, that the facility down in the ocean is damaged in some capacity, and this is something I'm figuring out because I have access to some of Ven's notes. Yeah. Like, they probably would have figured it out if they had more time, but they were being shot at and assaulted by a attack squad, so, they kind of lost track of the plot a bit. You kept the determination. You determinationed, you swifted. Are you keeping the initiative?
Yes, because if we keep and it goes to Carpenter or me, we can finish this by directing.
Keeping for 2 momentum, I presume?
So because it's a new scene, we get our directs back?
Yep.
All right.
We also get all of our power and shields back, but so do they.
Yeah. Breaches stay the way they are, though.
By the way, question. If we narratively control engineering, can we just flick a button to turn off engineering or to turn off shields, or no?
You prevent them from doing anything. You don't have complete control of the station until you've affected all departments. Worth asking, though. Worth asking.
I think my thought is, if I go, right, I help Mila and then use whatever resources I have left to attack ships in space. But if you go, you can help Mila and then use whatever turns or resources you come up with to make this like owning 50% of the station by taking a third place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm predisposed to you going.
Yeah, then I will go, and I will spend my direct on Mila. We don't have a lot of time. We need to get that done now.
Oh yeah, someone chiding you to hurry up is always very helpful.
well, I'm the carrot. The stick is Klingon warriors showing up and murdering you with batlets. So.
I'll spend 1 to raise your engineering to 5. 1 threat.
I'm well aware of the situation, Commander.
More typing, less talking.
So now it's only difficulty 1.
Yeah.
I'm giving you 1 threat.
Sure. Don't worry, I'm not moving the difficulty. I need this threat for something.
To bring in another 3 forts.
I hate this.
Plus a float.
Plus a float. Sorry. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on a 1 generates 4. Progression or scrutinize?
Progression.
Okay.
I'm spending that 1 to reroll.
You're fine. You do anything on the work track while it's overflowed.
But I still need to overcome the resistance. Oh wait, but I
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Right
I
now
didn't want to interrupt, but can I also roll for my assist?
You certainly can. You can generate momentum off that. You do.
2.
Yeah.
Not 12.
Sorry.
Not 12. There we go. There we go. So.
Well, what I am gonna say is, if we want to use that bonus momentum for something, we can use it to partially pay for Carpenter to swift task.
Yeah, because I need at least 2. So.
That's true.
Right.
I will say though.
And I do it free.
I will actually say that I'll let that float stay there for a second, because I'm about to spend threat again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To shift the scene forward, but I'm gonna pull this momentum off the board. But that float I'll have there because that's attached to this. This is falling after this roll. So, you stabilize the system. The facility will not detonate anymore. It's still kind of unstable, which isn't good in the long run. But for now, for this battle, it shouldn't be a problem. It might blow up in a month or 2, which isn't great, but whatever. For now, you have time. And that's when Fleet Captain Haifa gets a report from sensors. Another fleet has arrived.
God damn it.
You are now in fleet combat with a fleet strength of what's present here, so minus the station, because it's not really able to help. Of at least, hold on. 4,
Oh, God.
12 and 5. 17. 17 plus 30 is 47.
But
See, this is why we need to build my carrier.
so we have I don't. It really depends on how it's put on the board, right? Because if they're not together to start off with, we'll actually have an advantage for a little while.
Kind
of depends just how. Yeah, sorry.
So the 30 that jumps in will be together. These guys around you, the remainder of the 17 is scattered. They haven't unified yet. So the initial 17 is scattered, but the next 30 is coming in as a group.
I mean, not much you can do about it.
Well, the question is whether you run for it or you're going to stand and fight. So I'll note that... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. The answer to that depends on seeing the map and what range they're at. If I know what range they're at, I might be able to make that calculus.
They are going to arrive here. They are not medium, but long. They're 2 zones away.
Okay. Because we have two groups, does that mean that right now we have Haifa and Maxwell in a fleet combat as player characters for player actions?
You would have, yeah, because you have 2 hero actions in the fleet combat. You have the 2 hero actions of Haifa and Maxwell in the because Haifa has ship command, Maxwell has CAD command, because you do have the 2 set up. Carpenter and Mila have no fleet command of any kind, but they do have hero actions because they're still in the middle of running around on the station trying not to die.
But those happen separate from fleet combat, right? That's not giving an extra action to a fleet or anything.
No, yeah. I would just, like, after all the fleet stuff, I go, okay, by the way, while that's all going on, what the hell were you 2 doing? You both get one thing you can do.
Then to theory craft, they're at 13. I mean, they're at 30. Yeah. What we could do is invite the wrath of the GM by using probably Maxwell's action to grant the fleet, the Haifa's ship, an extra action, then having the attack squadron merge in, because the attack squadron gets but then that uses, so they'd give the attack squadron an extra action, merge it, that leaves the Da Vinci and its task force still with 2 actions. Haifa, and we can Swift, right? Because we learned that last time you can Swift.
Yep. Swift.
So then Haifa could give the Da Vinci a whole bunch of extra challenge dice for a bunch of threat and momentum. Oh, okay, no. Haifa gives the Da Vinci a bunch of extra dice. Haifa uses the Da Vinci's I'm trying to think of how
To help you with
Okay,
this
sorry.
decision as well, this whether you run or fight is where the episode will stop, and then if you run, then the episode's about you getting back to the station, reporting in, and Carpenter and Mila figuring out what the hell they're gonna do. We might go to Captain Time Control, who's in Rome, I believe.
I'm not going to be here next week.
Well, there you go. Don't worry about it. Or if you're staying and fighting, then the next episode starts with the fleet combat. Because we're getting close to time. Why I'm
Got it.
I was trying to I think it's going to be one round, because if we fail to annihilate them in one attack, it's pretty much over.
We're gonna try to hit them, but if it doesn't work, then we have to run, basically.
If you have to sacrifice us to save the Da Vinci, Carpenter would understand. Although you might hear her.
No, the decision is fleet combat, on the assumption that Haifa has the initiative. Right. If the I guess that's a question too, GM. If we go into this next week, is it up in the air who goes first?
For 2 momentum, you can be going first.
Okay, then we got to do that, because the only chance is that we go first, but if we do this next week, then we lose all the momentum, and your threat basically doubles or triples.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? So we're gonna fight it. I think we have a pretty good chance if we get lucky. Otherwise, with Kovic stepping back, basically all but 2 or 3 of the player characters are gonna die next week. So there's that. So yeah, the Haifa's orders are like, all power to the forward shields and fire at will, basically.
And in dramatic effect, Carpenter and Mila, you get updated by Arias probably on what's going on, like that the situation has changed, and that the you've now shifted from ship to ship combat to fleet combat, which you realize that puts you in a bad spot, because for them to help you would be a work action, and they don't have that kind of luxury at the moment. So, question is, what are Carpenter and Mila gonna do? Are they gonna keep trying to take the station?
Seize the rest of the station.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You should try and seize the rest of the station so we can add that to the fleet combat on our side.
Well, I think we have to, because you guys can't drop your shields to beam us up. So
you're gonna want to go for command, because command is going to determine what they can do in fleet combat.
Yeah, no, she gets that news, and her eyes flatten a bit as she understands the gravity of the situation she's in, and she says, "All squads, we're advancing on their command position. Either we decapitate them now, or this is it."
And Mila, I will give you Insight Science difficulty 2 to realize something.
Okay. Would my hang on. Okay. Would my focus in my temporary focus in inheritor technology or oceanography come into play?
I will inheritor or oceanography. There are 2 different answers I can give you. There are 2 different solutions she can think of right now.
You know what? Oceanography is fun. I'd never get to use this focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said reason science?
Insight Science.
Insight science. Cool. Difficulty what?
2.
1 threat. Rerolling the comp. Okay, I still got it. Barely, but I got it.
You don't know precisely what type of inheritor facility this is, or if it's like a room or a device. It's hard to tell. But if it does the same thing as the other ones you've encountered, where it has something to do with planetary alignment and management, it is possible that you might be able to weaponize the oceans of the planet against targets as your hero action. Basically, tell it to fling its water out into space.
Jesus.
Tentacle
Mila
whip.
Yeah, Mila looks at Commander Carpenter. Commander, I might not know a ton about inheritor technology, and what I do have is from, these very limited research records, but I do know a thing or two about oceanography. And if these current readings around the facility are accurate, this facility has the capability of displacing vast amounts of the planet's hydrological system, and use it in an offensive manner.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes. You have orders to execute this plan immediately.
And on that rather climactic, to be continued moment, the Da Vinci is in a dire strait. You guys have done, the crew of the Da Vinci has done quite well in an overwhelming situation. And I warn you, it's only going to get worse from here. For those of you watching, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. And we'll hopefully see you again next time. Bye.
Good luck next week, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'm deader than a hot dog at a hot dog eating contest. I'm deader than something that's very dead, because any way we get through this, it probably is going to happen at great personal sacrifice for all of us.
Yeah.
I left for like a week. What the fuck?
I was expecting this to go this bad after this difficulty after jumping. I was like, well, I gotta figure out how this is gonna work.